Oh, alright, testing. Testing. Cool. Let's at the stream server. Would like it to stop asking me about this fucking that I'm adding a bunch of people at the same time. That's what I want to do. Stop asking me about it. Alright. I'm probably only gonna have time to watch the 2 matches that I played on stream for today, but we'll see how long it takes. If there's time, then I do want to review at least the semifinals match that got played on stream, because I'm wondering what happened there. Because I was playing my semifinals match at the same time,
All right.
and
Cool,
their match ended when we were like mid-game 1 still,
We are at round 3,
which was insane.
which means we're starting to get to a point where people are going to start dropping. We're going to probably figure out what the top 8 is going to be, and top 16. We're going right to the match.
Hey, re-resed.
True.
So, this match, Teemo versus Ahri. There have been like some like Ahri things going on. Nothing, I mean, not like Ahri things going on. Like, I know that Diwali published a guide, co-published a guide, and then like
Okay, cool.
some different ideas going around with her.
Another Dreaming Tree.
Dreaming Tree versus... Is that the Bandle Town? No, that's...
Miss Attorney? Yeah, this was downtown Toronto. Bear was there.
That's it. Okay. So...
Briefly said hi to him before he left.
So,
Or, well, he came to say hi to me, because I didn't
Oh yeah, you're right. It is Kaisen.
didn't know who he was.
Teemo, Kaisen,
Or, like, not didn't know who he was. Like, wouldn't be able to recognize him, because I've only talked to him online.
Scuba Chris. Couldn't tell how many cards...
And, like, driving downtown, yeah, I took an Uber there and then streetcar back.
Scuba Chris with the Ahri. Alright.
Oh, nice, we got such nice hand view. So, I mean, he's got... I'm surprised he plays Student here.
Damn.
I'm surprised he played Student instead of the Yordle. Forget what my hand is like here. Aw, yeah, I'm not very good at showing hand on camera. I like to keep it close to my chest. But I think this was a spot where I couldn't set up a hold this turn. Was possibly what was happening. One thing I do want to also do while watching this is just like have like a... I mean, like, is there like a stopwatch? I can just do clock stopwatch. The fuck is this? This is not what I want. What are you? Give me a timer. Give me a stopwatch. Thank you. Alright, so this is thinking time. I'll just put this, hold on, let me... capture a window. Select... Why won't you select... Hold on. Why doesn't it want to select this? Okay, hold on. Am I supposed to capture game media source? No. Interesting. Alright. The problem is as soon as I... Oh, and this needs to get reset. As soon as I click to unpause the video, this is going to fall off. Do I remember what I had in hand? No. Unfortunately, I don't remember what I had in hand in this spot. I remember better the finals, but not this round 3 match too well. How do I capture you? What is this? Hold on. What is this thing? This is a window capture that somehow is capturing Notepad? Wait, what? Okay, I don't know what's going on with it, but that's fine. I'll just do it on my...
Could be the bird. Oh my god.
Yeah, so I go on Perlung Pass, yeah.
Well, it looks like a monk.
So, I remember this game decently. He gets Sona set up pretty early on, and then sits on Dreaming Tree, and I sit on Aspirant's Climb. And then I eventually have a turn where I Mundo push
He gets
him.
+2 every time a hidden card is revealed on his side.
That's true.
So Scuba Chris going to the Dreaming Tree, as I suspected.
Kaisa Mug bottom left. I think they fixed that with their production
So it's 1-0.
after a few seconds.
Depending on what else Chris has in hand, probably gonna just pass for turn.
But initially they really wanted us to put our...
His name was Ebermonk.
There's like a specific layout on this playmat where like the deck goes here, legend, and then champion, and then I found that really annoying, so I...
Ravenbloom, student going back into Dreaming Tree.
Whoa.
And going into Dreaming Tree
He
again.
stacks a lot, so he just gives me
There's 3 units on Dreaming Tree.
no pressure, even though my start was really bad.
So we're going into round
Oh yeah, I really keep my... I need to work on that, I guess, whenever I play on stream. I need to tilt my hand forward a little bit. I keep it very vertical. Oh, and this is a thing. Let me start.
The
Stopwatch.
issue with Teemo with hidden cards, you kind of need to be on a battlefield already. So the
Yes.
only option to set up would be either at Aspirant's Climb.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it would be nice to see what's in my hand.
I feel like that's like the only setback for Teemo right now. You have to have like a character on battlefield just to make the just to do the hidden. That's why I put Secret
But-
Cat in mine.
Scuba Chris ended up having the
30
Ravenbloom on
seconds.
standby, so
Shit, I'm thinking so slowly.
couldn't bring a unit into a space right away.
Yeah, without it being like
Mhm.
dying quickly.
And without, using Vandaltown,
yeah.
can't really do that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Lecturing Yordle. Draws a card.
Got
Alright.
tank.
It does. So, playing at home suggests that probably Prismatic
I mean, how long...
for Aspirant's Climb this turn. If he was,
How long is too long for a turn to take? We're hitting the minute mark now.
To the climb and then play the,
Exactly.
the tank on there. as
for
well.
one, got stack deck, I imagine.
Yeah, oh my goodness, predictable.
It's,
Did you adjust your glasses for that one?
I
too?
did. I
Nice.
kind of tinted in a way where I was like, I want to see it.
Oh,
1 minute of doing nothing.
stack deck. Got him.
Okay, so probably would have grabbed either
Okay, and then I get permission to move my deck over.
Fight or Flight,
Because I
maybe
need to
some
lay out
sort of
my
weird
discard pile. Well, I don't need to, but
madness
it
on
is
Battlefield.
much better for everyone if it's laid out.
Might be a good
Something
one to pick.
defensive, yeah.
Yeah. So, given that this Ember Monk is just chilling, probably gonna go. Maybe. Oh, okay.
Oh, he
Correct me
is
if I'm
moving.
wrong. Where is
Okay,
he
maybe I...
going?
Alright, I need to speed up my play. This
It
is
is
going to be
moving.
bad if this happens at the regional.
Triggering Showdown
It says 2 minute turn.
doesn't respond, so it goes with 1 point each. Plays Traveling Merchant
Traveling merchant. Okay.
and passes the turn.
Okay, yeah, that was like a 2 minute turn.
Ember Monk by himself. Okay. Start a turn for Chris, or Suguba Chris, going to 2 points for holding the Dreaming Tree. Goes up to 7 runes and draws a card. Alright. So, will he contest this spot? Given that
I don't think I was doing math on pushing, so I don't know why this turn took so long for me.
no one is at Ember Monk.
It might have been like thinking about if I needed to pick up Teemo and hold on Aspirant's Climb if there was any threats that I would need to worry about.
Good card.
But there really shouldn't be anything accelerate that comes out from him.
Yordle.
Dreaming Tree.
Yeah.
And with a Lecturing Yordle.
Just draw cards. Got tank.
Looks like, sadly, Scuba Chris does not have a way to... Oh, okay. Puts 1 rune away. I would imagine it's Sona? Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so his hand is just some spells.
Some runes.
And 4.
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah, next turn is when Feyfolk can start coming out.
Okay.
One away. Yeah,
Puts
puts
Raven
one
Bloom back
back
home. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. It's a good
Alright.
spread. 2-2.
2-2.
Very interesting play. I feel like I probably should have put more into the climb, but
Well,
now he can move them all anyway.
Prismaticism knows that Scuba Chris probably doesn't have accelerate ways to get into there right away.
Mhm.
So it was okay to keep it there for now.
He's moved, so it's
Discarded Sprite Mother to draw. Defending
Echo
the
and Ari?
Climb.
Yeah, I didn't play around that. I could have put the Merchant up with the Ember Monk. Or even put the Lecturing Yordle up. I think I was doing math on like pushing possibilities.
Tie Turner.
Ooh. Okay,
So
Tie
he's
Turner.
Switch, moving them back.
Okay.
up, yeah.
which means
Um,
Travel Merchant
if
is
I
gonna
could
get
push
Draw a card.
on this next turn.
Singularity.
Yeah, with the singularity in hand. Yeah, I was probably calculating if I could singularity like Ari with one student and then push on the next turn
6 runes.
with Tide Turner in my hand as well.
Using Teemo.
Bring back the Teemo to his hand. Yep.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can hide it. He's shuffling his hand so that, you know, you never know what you're gonna hide, right?
True.
Yeah.
Could
be a
be-
Teemo, could be anything, honestly.
Could be Teemo. Could be Fighter Flag.
Could be another Tide Turner.
Could be Consult the Stars.
Yeah.
Or Consult the Past. True. True. True.
But yeah, this just turns into a massive board stall. Okay, that was like a 1 minute, 1 minute 20-second turn. Which I mean, what? So let's say
As there can only be one hidden card.
let's say each match 8
So,
turns maximum
additionally, you must recycle a rune or
happen,
key
and then
with
let's
power
say
behind cards.
it takes 10 minutes for shuffling everything, every in between game action.
I'm him.
Um,
Do whatever.
So let's say each player takes 8 turns. That's 16 turns per game, which is 48.
Looks like Scooby
So
has
a minute per
very-
turn
Oh, looks like he has
is
some,
fine.
Crazy Faithful after all.
How do you know?
I'm just him.
Oh my god.
Your
Though
turn.
this was a
I'm
55-minute round timer that they were running.
And accelerated. Oh,
Ooh.
interesting.
Is he gonna put it
Hmm.
Dreaming Tree?
I don't think he should,
Okay.
but he does it anyway.
Yeah. Interesting.
I pass, says Super Chris. Pass focus.
Fast focus.
Now does Prismaticism want to do something? Pays 1.
how
for
much?
Stupefy.
Ooh, how much is Tree Folk? What's the might?
I believe it's 6.
Well, now it's 5.
Huh, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Crashes.
So this Stupefy means I don't need to flip Teemo because he can only kill. He has to kill the tank, and then he has 3 damage left over. So this saves me mana for next turn.
Student going is going back home.
Nope, just leaving
Nope.
it.
End of turn. Restand 4 runes.
And 4. There you go. Very interesting. Very fair rift bound.
Mm-hmm.
1 point.
Wait until next turn to go with all the spells.
Teemo, it's 3-3 now.
Yeah. It wouldn't really. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it probably was not worth accelerating it.
However, it's off the screen, so I can't tell if that's actually.
Like he has 2 options. He either just full sits on the Dreaming Tree and just puts every single card he draws there, or he tries to like take efficient trades.
Yeah. Moves the merchant. Draw one trash card.
Discards.
Or discard and then draw.
I didn't start the timer again on myself.
Oh.
Wasn't efficient.
Different choice of what to discard.
Yes. I mean, yeah, if he had the discipline available
Sprite Claw.
to pump it up and force me to flip Teemo, that would be a little bit better for him. Because then he'd have 7 damage, he'd be able to kill the tank and the Teemo instead. But it's still really mediocre. Like, he's not going to get a good attack if it's not backed up by a Thousand-Tailed Watcher. His deck. Or if he sends in both of his students. That's the other option. Like, he probably should have moved the second student back to base.
40-40 vision.
40-40 vision. You heard it here, folks.
Better than 2020.
I can see into the
Is this round timer accurate for when we actually started?
See into the future and the past.
Let me just go back for a second. We're at 44:29.
Is that the?
Yes, it is. Okay.
Yep, that's good. He's won. Play it early.
Okay, yeah. Because we're on a separate round timer.
Not
Played
a
anything.
lot of
Um,
things happening.
so I wasn't sure if the
Yeah.
stream round timer was correct, but it is.
Got
It is
3,
correct.
6, 9, 10 ruins up.
Alright, this
And
timer for my
5
turn is not going to be
cards in
accurate.
hand.
Yes.
The finals were very slow, but I was really tired at that point, and it was untimed, so I was not going to force myself to play too quickly, and then I still played too quickly and misplayed.
Most people haven't played Ari in a while.
True.
And the one thing that I need, or that, like, I mean, yeah, if this student came back, it would have been a bit annoying for me.
Half set.
Alright. Says I'm not gonna fight you at.
I think I have a second Thousand-Tailed Watcher in my hand at this point, is the reason that I put this first one out.
Is when he goes to 7 points, he's gonna try to play Time Warp to win. That's my guess. That's my guess.
It's a Time Warp Teemo deck. Interesting. I guess at this
Scuba
point,
Chris going to 4 points.
yeah. Yeah, it would go to 7. Yeah, 7 and 7, and then Time Lord to 8. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just have to hold this 1 point, right?
Correct.
Which, to be fair, even if he did that, double student with only those spells is never going to be able to push. Like, he could send, what? Discipline on guard 1 student, make it go up to 8,
Another lecturing Yordle.
Oh, it is.
and kill Teemo, go up to 9, kill off 2, and then 3 spells, so he'd still be
Another
1 off of getting rid of the monk. And of course, I mean, I've got mana open, so I've got like fight or flight going on or something like that.
Tap 8? That's a lot.
So, let's see. One.
1,
I think he is gonna play the other Sona.
3,
Mm-hmm.
4, yeah. Putting 1 away into another.
Yep.
Untap 8.
And then pay 3, put 1 away,
Play
bring
Ari.
Ari
Yep.
in.
Yeah, he just doesn't play to pressure my battlefield at all in this game.
Huge.
Big body. I mean,
Oh, Raven Bloom coming home.
interesting.
Okay.
He's just replacing. Oh my god, look at those. All the untapped mana. Ruins.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay.
Quite a bit. And that's
So-
like a hefty board to have it on, eh? Like.
So, Prismaticism going to 4 points as well. Goes up to 11 runes of 12.
One other thing that would have been annoying is if he could ever snipe this traveling merchant.
So, doing the Traveling Merchant dance.
That's part of the reason why I Tide Turnered it back, is to try to maximize how many triggers, because I've got a lot of bad cards
Well, the student
that
is
I drew
1, Yordle
for this
2,
game 1
Sona is
before I can
4,
sideboard them out.
7,
And the Singularity's okay, but all
Yordle
the
again
sprites
is
are
2,
very useless.
9, Sona 3 again, and then I think Ari's 3.
So like 16.
Let's see, can I see my hand from this angle? I've got to consult the past.
Something like that, yeah.
I know I have Mundo in my hand at this point. I probably have a fight or flight.
Mundo wouldn't be enough right now.
Right now, yeah, but like. Oof. Oh.
7. Is it? Oh, he is playing Mundo. He is getting ready.
Yeah.
Or he's planning on doing it now. But let's see.
Well, would you move the Mudo onto?
He could ride the wind.
Yeah,
no, no, no. He could ride the wind.
You ride the wind in there. At least get some of them away.
8.
And this Mundo is very annoying, because they wanted these markers on stream,
15 or 16.
and his might is constantly changing.
The 6, right?
I believe it is. Yes, I believe.
How long
it
did
is,
this turn take? My god.
Mundo. What is the starting might? 6 or 6?
6, right? So he's at 14.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't even realize that I'm playing this slowly. I'm thinking about so many things.
If you play Ride the Wind, that makes it 15.
But then it loses 3 when it goes in there.
Oh, because it's versus Ari, right?
Yep.
True.
Ari minus is 2.
And then
Ari
the
Legend
Ari
minus
Legend
is 1.
So minus 1. So
How
3
long is this
total.
turn?
Yep.
My god.
Oh.
Student is 1. So. Dance. 11 runes of 12.
So, 4150.
Is
15.
there.
Hmm.
It's like a 2-minute turn.
Rune.
How do you play around Charm? If he charms the Mundo, then he loses half of his board.
Very interesting.
And I think I had Fight or Flight. I could try to Fight or Flight Mundo back. So he would have to have Charm plus Defy.
Ride the Wind or something.
And then my Mundo gets... So Mundo's at 14, we go to 15, we go to 12.
Oh, okay.
And then with 12, I'd be able to do 4,
Yeah.
7, 11, 12, kill everything but one Sona.
Because it's, a single charm.
I don't think Ari even plays Charm. Or at least they don't play 3 copies. Hey, Joe Wheels, how's it going?
5? Okay.
So the issue is here.
Oh.
If Scuba Chris ends up fighting for Aspirant's Climb,
Mm-hmm.
that means it's less cards Mundo fights with. But
That's
we're
true.
gonna go 1 card right now. So Scuba Chris being the starting initiator for combat, he gets priority to play a card first.
Mm-hmm.
He will get +2 because he's alone, and then 1 more for
I think I have a Gust in my hand as well. Most likely.
More for On Guard.
thank you.
What is that?
So, it is Teemo.
Oh, it's Teemo.
Teemo
Oh, yeah.
Scout. So it's 4 Then Ember Monk also goes up to plus
Plus
2.
Yeah.
So it is 5 to an arbitrary large number for the typing. So it's 4, 4, 8, 10. Is Watcher 7? So
Watch
17.
Yeah.
Gustin responds no, because he has more buff spells.
Foxfire?
Why no set 2
Fire, the
streams? I've just been
Timo,
busy this week.
The Timo.
And I'm still trying to figure out what
Goes away.
I want to play.
Hmm.
That's another card from Mundo.
Yeah, I guess so. It's 4 plus. So it's 6, right?
6 to now 13.
13. Yes.
So
Yeah, there's a Fight or Flight in my hand, a Gust.
debating. in-
Consult the Past. Looks like another... Is that a Sprite?
There's 2 more disciplines.
Ari for set 2? No. Yeah, I have a ticket for both.
He's choosing to.
He's choosing to KO the monk.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
So solo fight dies. Also Raven will always also got plus 2 as well because 2 spells were cast.
Mm-hmm.
So that's at 4, so he could commit double discipline here. To try to go over the Watcher.
I believe is what, plus 2 in draw.
Plus 2?
But that also costs him everything he has.
Going back
Oh,
to
never mind.
Oh, okay.
Very interesting.
Definitely say my draw was really awkward this game. Like, I think my hand was clogged up with sprites.
Hmm.
And then that Consult the Past showed up too late.
So
to get
before
anything
you
done.
Turn, looks like Prismaticism wants to do something. Gestures that I want to pause you for doing something before going to end a turn. We want to recount how much might is in here.
It's in there, yeah. 2 Yordles, 2 Sonas, 1 Ari, 1 Death Knell. And then
All right, help me out,
students.
chat. What's the student's name?
Merchant saving clunky draws, yeah.
Thing is, can we even see chat?
So here I'm counting if I want to go for Gust on his turn, so that if he counteracts it with a Discipline, then
Twitch chat, help me out here.
Twitch chat,
the buff
where you
falls
at?
off. But I decided I'd rather wait.
All right, let's see if. What should I imagine? Okay, so.
But yeah, we're 20 minutes in, and this is my fault. Alright. I'm playing too slowly. This is good, though. This is good, like, seeing myself play.
So probably grabbing units and things that don't rely. Yep. So 3 cards go away. Orders them anyway. And then removes 3 might. And then let's get some runes. And now let's draw. So Mundo is now 13.
And now this is the turn where I need to do... is this the turn where I push? It might be the turn after this one.
We'll do here. So Prismaticism probably wants to move this Mundo
But
next,
these turns are more reasonable to take so long on.
and
Like, turn 3 I should not have taken so long on.
well, then what's the other guy called? What's the Death Knell guy
Watchful
called?
Sentry.
Watchful Sentry. My
Watchful Sentry.
apologies. Ooh, Gust?
Oh,
Gusted what?
what's that? What happened?
Oh no,
Gusting?
discarded Gust. I'm sorry,
Oh.
discarded Gust.
Discard.
But yeah, here I need to be doing math on, like, how much Mundo can push for,
Wait,
and what I need to set up to push with
Traveling
for the
Merchant?
next turn.
Ooh, looking at 7. Watchful, Thousand Tail Watcher maybe. Nope.
Nope,
oh,
it's
lame.
just another Ravenloom. 2 Ravenloom students.
Okay. It's a teaching. Ooh,
Oh, and
okay,
then
okay,
plays
another
a hidden
hidden. 2 cards in hand.
Getting that Teemo cleared out was actually really good for me too, because it lets me open up a slot for
Looks like
Consult.
No, looks like.
Oh.
Like, he definitely, before the Mundo came down, needed to be applying more pressure to this battlefield.
Oh, passive.
Um,
turn.
Yeah, he's gonna do one more.
Committing both of his disciplines onto the second student, and then going for that probably wouldn't work, because I'd get a double Reconquer, and then have Mundo set up.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Yeah, 'cause you
And it would burn all of his buff spells without getting any Dreaming Tree value.
Ooh, that was a good draw.
But I think he needed to look for that double student pressure earlier,
Yeah, that's a Hexa signature spell.
because he had to take it, like, my board development was just terrible,
Yeah.
It would be nice in this situation.
with all of these
I'm
dead
just-
cards in hand.
just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second player.
Oh, the 2v2 format.
Yeah.
Yes, we're playing 1v1 at the moment.
Yes. I'm gonna get these 2v2s.
Alright.
Nice.
That'd be pretty
That'd be
cool.
pretty
Tapping
cool.
7. Putting one away.
Is it your
Tail
boy?
Watcher.
Yeah, probably.
With
Yes,
Accelerate.
sir.
I think he goes for this accelerated watcher and then just
Yo,
decides
look
to
how
put it with the
many
rest of his
units is
units.
on the streaming tree right now. Oh my
It's
goodness.
going to Aspirant's Climb.
I mean, highly likely, right?
Well, why would you accelerate it if he's gonna move it into?
Oh boy, we had to.
No, then it
The,
would
the,
just
the
place it.
counters.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I asked for an extension because of all of the counter fiddling that was going on.
Oh, -1, -3.
Yep. I mean, not that it matters. But
For the turn that's coming up.
correct.
Sure.
All right.
I know he
so
does send it.
We're looking at 7 into 5. Since Scuba Chris is winning, we'll pass. Oh, consult the stars. Draw 2.
Is that consult the stars?
Consult the past.
Oh.
I said it again.
I was like, wait, is that consult the past?
It's
Is
the one that draws 2.
No, is that a promo one? Isn't consult? Oh no, sorry, I can't see it. Well, yeah, it is a book. Okay.
So it's still 7 to 5.
Draws a card.
Smoke screen. Oh, fighter
Fighter
flight. Go back
flight.
home. Oh.
Defy.
Yep, it's a defy.
Definitely a defy.
Says no, thank you.
Here's another one.
Window goes up,
No.
and then still 7 to 5.
8 might Mundo Tech, it's not real.
Another fighter flight to go home.
Another defy? Ah.
No.
2 fighter flights. That shit goes up again.
It's like a you must, the same as Sigil of the Storm. You
I
can't
thought he put her
avoid
in
it.
no way, but okay, sure.
It doesn't target. The rulebook specifically says that Mundo's ability doesn't target.
Again, up 8 ruins. That's so funny.
It's a lot of runes, but Scuba Chris does not have a lot of cards in hand, so
Does
we'll see.
not.
6 to 6. Cards are going away. Burbunk,
1, 2,
Swungularity, and
Gust.
Gust.
Okay. So there's
So, what is the new
only-
card being drawn for Prismaticism? Draw the last rune, and we got
Don't know.
unknown card, but potentially has. Yep, let's go traveling merchant. Let's get rid of a card. Just another traveling merchant.
+5.
No. I think.
I either had the third fighter flight or I had got guerrilla warfare here.
Play here.
Okay, yeah, it was guerrilla warfare. Yeah.
Let's return some hidden cards. So that's 2 fighter flights. And
And it's actually really important here. I could have gotten back Tide Turner to bring back the Watcher, but I get back the second fighter flight because it buffs the students.
gets it add to hand
And
or
then
put it
you-
to play if they wanted
yeah,
to.
and then
But
you can hide as many times, as many.
Yeah, I'm playing so fucking slowly. Alright.
So
But this is more reasonable because I'm calculating
about choosing 2.
how much I'm needing to push.
Okay.
So we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still game 1, by the way.
It is indeed still game 1. Yep.
I was like, wait, where
Yep.
are we? Oh,
But
Timo is generally a slow deck.
so
So is Ari. So
I would think that either so fighter flight return back
oh,
Thousand Tail Watcher
and then
goes
you're
up +1.
gonna move
So
all of
he's
them?
thinking this is the exact time to go in.
Yeah.
So if he lives one more turn to do it, he might not have another opportunity. So what he would do
Yeah, and this is when he starts threatening time warp,
send
so I had to push this turn.
Ori back home so that it doesn't reduce something
If I
for another
cooked,
2
I
months.
tried. It's just not. It's not as good as Ezreal or
Everyone's going
other
for it.
decks.
So
Oh,
Still has the same issue where it can't push, and then holding is even harder. And then just like the upside of hidden cards isn't good enough.
15. Okay, I guess.
So everything is -2. So we're looking at 2 for each Raven Bloom. So that's 2, 4. And then -1 for.
And then I believe I calculated here that with this stuff trading in,
So 4, 4, 4.
that then Mundo would be able to go over the top, and then I save the Fighter Flight as backup for the Mundo.
15, I think.
Right.
I should have played I play... Oh no, this was fine. I play the Stupefy... was it okay? I play the Stupefy so that it becomes his action, so that I can wait and see what he does, but I could have just passed as well.
So it'd be 14 to.
I don't think there's anything I could have drawn that would really
12.
change it,
Right.
because 2 Sprite calls are gone. Like, I could have drawn the Sprite Mother maybe, but I don't have enough runes. I do have enough for that.
Discipline.
With Blue Teemo Arcane Shift.
Well,
Blue Teemo Arcane Shift. That's kind of cool.
Forage.
These cards.
But
are
then you're paying power
that
cost.
good.
And then I think he misplays here.
Get something. Draw.
Maybe I think this. I don't remember the math, but I think the first discipline was fine, but he plays a second one that doesn't change anything.
Yes. +2 and draw. Ooh.
Ooh, draw 2.
Oh, he does have
Because
charm.
there's a
Okay.
Dreamer Tree.
Oh, heck yeah.
And then might do the Stupefy as well.
Might as well.
Yeah, might as well. There's a lot of math counting.
Oh, yeah.
So
There are a lot of things going on. Added
True.
another +1/+1 to Raven Blue students. To both of them, actually.
that's right.
So now they are at
The
16.
Raven Bloom on Chris Scuba because that also goes up.
Oh, that's true.
Don't know why that Lecturing Yordle has a +1 on him.
Probably use that defy. I mean, sorry. Scuba.
So I think let me double check the math here. So I have 12, and my target is mainly the Blue Ari. So right now I'm dealing 3, 4, 5, 8. And then also getting rid of the student would be really good. So those are my main targets. The student will get bigger for more spells. I need to get rid of the tanks, and I want to get rid of the Blue Ari. And right now I'm killing all of them.
Oh, Discipline.
Discipline.
I see.
Yes.
Wild board state. Yeah, we did like sit and look at each other for a while. And he put all his units here.
So
But yeah, I think he does something with this second discipline that doesn't progress his board or like change the result of combat at all.
Chris is probably deciding: do I Stupefy as well, or do I just say?
Because right now I need 11 damage.
Thermite finally is coming
In
up.
his hands, that's
So yeah,
the
if he uses the Stupefy or Discipline, then it will save one of those units.
Oh no, it's only opponents.
Does he target the wrong unit? Does he target like his Sona with it or something?
Move the Watcher into
Tending any locals or pre-rifts? Yeah,
So you move their
couple
Watcher.
of them.
Stupefy, okay.
there's one at...
-1 to Watcher, and then sorry, you draw.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Ooh, another Thousand
Oh. This Ari is doing work.
Tail.
Emmets,
Oh, no, sorry. this
and
is
then
because
there's
you
one other, I forget where it is.
8, and you can just keep
Yeah.
playing whatever
Yeah.
you damn wants.
It's nice. You just played the Fox, went up, and then you
Yeah.
basically did it for minus.
Must be nice. Focus.
So it's 8 plus 3, so 11 to.
Mad Merchant Manta. All of them are sold out at this point too. Like I've been on the notification list for Emmets if any slots open up, and I've gotten the notification twice, and as soon as I checked, it just says sold out still. So I don't know if it's trolling or if it sells out that quickly. Someone else is even faster. Okay, yeah, this is where he plays the discipline. Okay. So right now I have 11 damage, which is enough to kill off the Blue Ari, the 2 Yordles, and nothing else. And then he plays this discipline that doesn't change anything.
More to Raven Bloom and
Which wastes it.
+2 to the Lecturing Yordle.
Oh heck yeah.
I think that was his last useful spell. We draws block though.
Yeah,
So that was not his last useful spell with that draw. But if he saves that discipline, what is Mundo going to go up to? Mundo would go to 19, so we'll go to 18, and he would have 13. So then he'd be able to discipline block.
So many counters.
13 plus 2 from the discipline. So 15 plus block, he'd be able to go to 19. And then I would have to fight or flight something away. Probably the student, because he's out of cards. But then it would just work out still. Unless he has second defy in addition to all of that off of his draws.
Should've just brought the Mundo in.
And then I specifically don't kill the sentry to make sure I don't give him any extra draws for anything useful, like especially Rune Prison, which is a card that does show up at some point.
Oh right, there's no phases.
Correct.
You can just do it.
Also true. So now Mundo comes in, and it's like 17 going in almost. So let's see.
Ooh, how did Ari
8.
survive?
I don't know.
Why is Ari back there?
Nope.
Oh, he's dead.
Dead.
Is dead. Is dead. Is dead.
So 8, 10, 13.
I think I do play
12,
faster in game 2 at least.
18 going into 8.
18 going into 13. So if he saved the discipline, he would have been able to play that, and then
16.
force me to use another card from hand. Which I believe would have had to be a fight or flight.
A lot.
Math is hard.
So 10.
I guess depending on where he puts the block, and discipline, I could fight or flight back the sentry and avoid killing that, but if he doesn't put
18.
either of those on the sentry, then I would have to fight or flight back the student instead. But this gets me to 7 points, and then that should be a winning position, even if I have to use the second fight or flight here.
Charm's not an action. It's just
Like, if effectively he would trade this block. I mean, he wouldn't even play the discipline probably, because it wouldn't change the math, and he would have to top deck off of it. So it would probably just be like he has the discipline in hand, instead of this block, and then draws it the turn later. This turn is 8.5 minutes so far. Which, to be fair, this turn is not my fault. Or, well, like, this turn is like, this turn has been half and half. For time spent.
Runes and 5 cards, or 4 cards still in hand. It is what it is.
Oh, he's taking it. Death knell. He gets draw.
Yep. So draws return. Oh, that would have been a good retreat.
Dang. So now he's up 1.
Yeah. So now the momentum has shifted. What
And
happened
he
in
hides
this
a
game
card. Oh.
is that he was able to go through his entire deck eventually, so that
Yeah.
he could get his engine going,
I mean, look
and then look how big he is now.
look how many is in that graveyard. Dang. Son.
That's a lot.
That is
And there's the Rune Prison. 1 card deeper.
He had a
So,
put it onto the other one. Just win.
Correct.
wouldn't have mattered because it was retreat that would have been drawn off the sentry, but it could have.
No, it wasn't.
Definitely could have.
Yeah.
And I mean, here I'm still scared of Time Warp, potentially, can cheese out the game. But outside of Time Warp, there shouldn't be anything he can do. Especially when I'm on 7 and I'm just going to fight or flight back the Mundo and push across.
Yep.
Okay, this is the turn. This is the turn where he, like, accelerates Watcher and then doesn't push into the Mundo.
On the uptake, you win.
Thanks for the follows, Captain Toaster and Basketballed.
No. Scoring. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, like when it passes turn,
That's
he
right.
gets you dominate and then you get the
So.
point.
Now it's
That'd be cool.
10, 16.
Oh yeah, this is where something interesting happens, actually.
Whoop.
Where
Whoops.
he Rune Prisons my Mundo, but I have exactly enough
For the turn.
7.
where the rest of our boards trade, and then the Mundo gets to conquer. And the judge, I didn't even realize that. The judge noticed it right after the showdown. Shout out to Curtis, head judge at the event, and also Brian, floor judge at the event.
Well, I guess Aspirin's climb what increases the number of points.
Did a good job
Oh, but does it? Oh, I guess so by 1, right?
Yeah.
handling everything.
Both watchers.
Once again, if he chose to do that, he would. Why did he just
Watching like
not
a hawk.
accelerate and just put them both in the same spot? But I guess so. Now going to 8 points, putting 3 cards to the bottom.
Right, you have to get the 9. At least for this game, just because of
Mhm.
climb.
That's right. Traditionally, a game would end at this point, but not this time.
Like game would have ended.
Oh, do I have the third Fighter Flight in my hand?
True.
What is that last card? I know that there's Second Watcher.
Cards. Likes the one card you just saw. Buffs the Mundo again.
More counters. We only printed up to point +4, so Timo reveals the hidden.
Okay, no, I didn't even hide the Fighter Flight. I hit a Teemo. Held it in hand. Double Aspirants Climb? Yeah, I did.
Okay.
The tournament the day before this one was a double Aspirants Climb against an Aurora player.
No? Did it not? Interesting. Another Watcher. So
Accelerated. You just put both of them together.
So this actually could have, if he didn't accelerate this Watcher, he would have had Rune Prison
Or you
plus
push
block.
everything, I guess.
And that would have kept one of his Watchers alive, and then if he draws into a Fey Folk to accelerate, then he would actually be able to win the game.
Exactly, but I mean,
Generally, you wouldn't.
yeah. So exactly, just go all in at once, and you don't get really punished that well. So very good. But that's one big number,
Heck yeah.
and I don't know if Chris is gonna have enough to defend out of this one.
Don't even have to do.
But yeah, this was a game where like I missed my 2-drop,
Hold on, my apologies.
drew one Ember Monk the entire time,
Something-
didn't
yeah,
draw Consult the Past in my
Yeah.
top like 15 cards. And I don't think I ever found the second Mundo either, which would be
And,
Prison of the Moon.
another way to lock out the game through Rune Prison.
Move it away.
But then yeah, so he Rune Prisons the Mundo,
Oh, because it do damage or?
it does not do damage.
and then I found a card that could be hidden. Okay, and then yeah, that's just game.
So
But that was yeah, that was very slow, and I think
Yeah, you would have to.
I think the game still would have been slow, but we could maybe have like 6 to 10 more minutes on the timer if I was playing faster.
Putting Grove of the my apologies. Timo is the one using Trevarian War Camp. Ravenbloom into add Timo to hand.
Oh, and this is a play that I probably shouldn't have made actually. I played the Ravenbloom first because I thought maybe I'd have a chance to push into Grove on turn 2, but I think that was way too optimistic. I should have played a different unit. I think I have a Merchant in my hand that I could have played instead, or even a Lecturing Yordle.
Go to
War Campus Kaisa tech, yeah,
Grove to
it's anti-Kaisa.
score a point. And since it's
But yeah, this was too
defending
optimistic to play this student. This actually
defend,
caused a couple of issues, I think.
yeah, no. Phase 4.
Because I know he could easily have Sona. He could easily just put down more units. He could put down Blue Ari.
Sorry.
So pushing this is just going to be hard on this turn.
Defend
35% to
not
win?
yeah, defending.
No, the odds to win are still fine. I mean, against Misfortune it's harder, but against Master Yi,
It has tank.
No, it has
it's not a hard matchup at all.
It's not tank. It's shield. It's
Oh, the defending one.
defend
Yes,
plus one.
yes.
Yeah.
In my mind, it was tank because they're the same thing.
But yeah, this is where I think I have like 2 stack decks and maybe even a Stupefy in hand, but I just
Yeah,
can't
so it looks
push.
like Chris is gonna try to drive out
Because he has too much on the battlefield. But yeah, this was the issue, as I was just too optimistic about the student push.
Pays 4 for Ember Monk, and throws a card hidden into.
This is what
Different
you
work
want to
out.
do in like the first few turns with Timo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, going to turn 2.
Did you just
draws,
draw? Oh yeah,
holding
Grove.
the-
Okay, yeah. He just didn't do it in the
Grove. My apologies.
correct order.
So it's 2 to 1.
Supposed to draw before you channel the runes. But that is, I mean,
Oh, fully defending their.
I think he
own,
announced the trigger, he just didn't draw
Their
until
own-
the draw phase.
Yeah, their own
their
battlefields.
own battlefields. Once again.
And we got Lecturing Yordle probably being played. Oh, this is pretty cute. You could charm the Watcher, or the
The Raven Bloom student
no,
Oh,
no, charm the monk in.
into. Oh.
Yeah.
Charm the monk in.
Oh, I know exactly what's about to happen.
Oh.
Okay, so
Well, because
Ari,
he's defending. Yeah.
he should
'Cause
bring
-3.
in. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know if he wants to leave some runes up to defend with cards.
Since
But
he
I
doesn't
think
have
a
Sona up right
oh, he
now.
just says pass.
Oh wow! Wait, what?
So leaves Ember Monk alone.
Interesting.
So Prismaticism going to 2 points. Draws.
I keep my hand so far
3
back.
for Electro Yordle. Draw.
I think probably what I would have done would be to charm the Ravenbloom student so that the
See, I think I had a Traveling Merchant in my hand this entire time and
Yeah,
missed
but then you just flip the hidden card.
on several
Yeah, but
potential
that's
triggers that I could have gotten from it. Yeah,
so
so I had
they
that
really
merchant in my
also
opening
played
hand,
that battle
and I should have either
right?
played that or the
But that's
Lecturing Yordle. I
probably
think
a
both,
high
all of them were in my
turn.
opening hand.
Yeah.
And just expected that I wasn't gonna be able to push turn 2 with Student into an Ari.
Goes 3 points.
I kind of miss Blue Teemo.
The one that you look at the top
Yeah,
X
look at the
and
top
then every hitting you
five.
minus or something or deal
You
damage.
deal damage, and then if you reveal Nocturne, you just play it for free.
I think at some point my
Well,
opponent
not for you.
goes for.
True.
It wasn't this turn, but I think next turn
I love that.
my opponent goes for an accelerated Fey Folk, which just trades into some of my stuff on Warcamp. And if he had put that on the Grove, then it would have been much more difficult for me.
Yeah, it's more of a Nocturne deck instead of a Teemo deck at that point.
Ooh, Lecture
Oh, no, Lecturing Yordle. Draw a card. More defense, more tanking. 2 shields.
So this is kind of similar to what happened with game 1, but look how many cards Chris has.
Yeah.
Just being able to hold one battlefield just like that.
Stupefy.
Stupefy. The Lecturing Yordle to draw. That looks like Sona.
I think that's a Blitzcrank that he drew,
Looks like it's
which I'm also surprised he didn't play,
I would play Sona.
because that could have eaten my Ember Monk. And I guess, is he playing around Watcher? Does Watcher get him? He'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total. Watcher would get -3 and be 4, 5, 6. And I'd have 1 rune left. So if I had Watcher plus Gust,
coming in.
Scuba Chris, yeah.
Oh, he didn't play the Sona. Sorry.
No, I think he wants to leave it open for now.
Yeah, this is a game that I shouldn't have won, I think.
Really?
Depending on. We
Um,
don't know what he has in hand.
Well, I thought you
I didn't get a
He
Gust
has like
Yeah,
eight
well,
for the turn 1 Grove, and I never managed to get anything together to put together an effective push.
Yeah, but
Like, I think, yeah, he has so many cards in hand, the only way I won this game is because he accelerated out the Fey Folk and tapped himself out, and he didn't play Blitzcrank this turn.
It has to be. Oh,
Mind
okay.
Splitter.
Oh, there goes the Sona. Well, actually, hold on.
Yeah, it can't go away. can't win
is
while that.
there better cards in hand? I guess we'll find out. Okay, 2 prisms, a tasty. Is that a Blitzcrank? No, that's an Ari. No, that is
no, it isn't.
Blitzcrank.
Oh, it wasn't a Sona at all.
Yeah. Oh, that's why.
Good.
Okay.
Caster's
On guard and a
hallucinating.
charm.
Yeah, this is a game that I know that I should have lost, I think. Game 1, I think, was
What would you take out?
the only thing he could have applied more pressure with his double student, but I don't think it would have changed anything,
Yeah.
because it would have taxed him all of his spells,
I would also probably take out Blitzcrank.
and I would have been able to hold against it until Mundo came down.
Mm,
Also, Tasty Faithful's not a bad one.
Like, maybe he could have
yeah.
put
I
himself in
think
position to win with Time Warp, but he didn't play Time Warps in his deck.
It's definitely because it looks like all.
And the only reason that happened is because I missed my 2-drop turn 1 and had to play Teemo turn 1, which put me in a really bad spot. Like, that by itself put me behind 1 point tempo. That effectively made me the player going second, even though I won the die roll.
Pretty golden, right? Yeah. It's a war of attrition at this point.
But yeah, if he put down Blitzcrank to combo with the blue Ari he had set up, then he would have just been able to farm my board. I mean, maybe putting down the Blitzcrank
So this
on
is-
that last
this
turn
is
was
either
too
gonna
early
be
and
a
tapping out.
tie
It does take
or
some risk.
somehow
Against like
Blitzcrank
1,000 Tailed Watcher,
will
Stupefy might be enough.
Probably should. I don't like bringing this up, but it might be good to ask players
To at least like trade off his board.
Play,
Oh yeah.
as Prismaticism might be intentionally playing slower,
Slow
given
play,
that the
yeah.
decision is taking longer than expected.
And he just took out a prism,
Yep.
right? Okay.
So switches out Guerrilla Tactics to get a new card
Mm-hmm.
and passes the turn. So goes up to 4 points, draws for holding, draws for turn,
Mind Splitter, it's 1 in the sideboard
and then
for these slow matchups.
Fey Folk is 6.
Yeah, this is the turn where he accelerates Fey Folk, and then this lets me get a push onto the Grove.
Moons for turn.
You can just tap your
Which it does
Teemo
force me to flip
create
the
that
Teemo, which would have been +2 on Embermonk.
prism.
But if that Fey Folk was here, or if it was a Blitzcrank eating my Embermonk, then things would have been better for him.
Showing that he's planning on trying to attack it again.
Oh, you mean now? In total. Play time.
Cannot defy this, given that it is 2 hours additional time that was not. Alright, everyone's coming in.
Ooh.
With my so
He's got
yeah.
Prism, Defy, some other cards that. I
So
mentioned.
he Rune Prisons the
Ari,
Mind Splitter, but then the same thing happens where we tie the combat and the Mind Splitter is the last unit stand in.
I think Rune Prism has to be a card he plays.
Because what do I have? 6 against his 8?
Stun the mind.
So it's 8
And then
on
I
Prismatic,
Smoke
right?
Screen, which makes me 9, or make me 7 against his 6. Which I believe he defies this, and then I Fight or Flight something.
Outguard? What? What do you mean?
Okay, so
Or no, he allows it?
And you would instead of
I guess
What?
6 to 6.
He allows it, and then everything trades and goes through. I'm surprised he didn't defy that. I think I had a Fight or Flight in my hand as the final backup card.
So
Oh, brings back Teemo. Oh,
Doesn't have a battlefield.
So it's over.
then I don't know why these guys are still playing. So
No, there was a time extension. I did ask for a time extension after game 1 because of all the token fiddling, which did take some extra time. I think we got like a 3 or a 5-minute time extension. And then, yeah, he accelerated. Even here, if he accelerated the Watcher into my Mind Splitter, with Defy and a combat trick, he would have gotten through. I don't even think I had a Fight or Flight, which is unusual because I have 3 in the deck. I don't know, I had a Gust. That was my backup with the Smoke Screen. Wait, why did I have a Gust? If I had a Gust on this turn... Oh no, I can't play it because he can buff spell while he has... No, he had 1 mana left. Why didn't I Gust instead of Smoke? If I had a Gust here... Did I really have a Gust and I used Smoke instead? Okay, I'm just screwing up. After he Rune Prisoned and had 1 rune left, I should have Gusted one of the Poros and saved my Smoke Screen. Okay, that's just trolling. Let me see. So I Gust. He has 5 left, and then I just win the combat. Oh wait, no, I can't Gust the Poro. He can still on guard it. Hold on. Maybe I needed to stupefy something other than this Yordle so I could Gust it. That's probably, yeah, that's what it is. I needed to leave this Yordle at 2 so that it's a target I can Gust. And if he has 1 mana left, I can still Gust it. And then I get to save the Smoke Screen. And then if I have the Smoke Screen, then I can potentially go for it on this Watcher.
Okay, yeah. Ari play Teemo gets
Yeah, pretty good combo if he had it in hand. Oh, it's just a thing.
4. So
Yeah.
doesn't look like he has a way to ride the wind to move in.
And at this point, we're in extra turns,
Did,
so
Scuba Chris could just counter it. So pays 4.
can go back to playing more slowly.
For Ember Monk.
Fire Fog.
The, 6, 7. You think it happened?
That's a fight or flight, yeah, true enough.
huge slugfest. But
Oh man.
And then yeah, okay, yeah. The one thing I was thinking about on this last turn is, he was going to have turn 4, and then I'd have, or no, I think he was going to have turn 5, and I was thinking about like if I wanted to push, I had the fight or flight to move the Mundo to attack with. But then if he had Rune Prison plus an Accelerate, then he'd win. And I realized that since I won game 1, and he has turn 5, he can't actually win with Time Warp, so I just need to play for a draw and just hold with everything.
I think for
But yeah, the Gust.
however,
I need to get better at showing my hand on stream because it's way harder to like see what's going on without that info. All right, then we got the finals, which is also very slow. But this one I'm actually tired. This is like 1 a.m. finals or something.
Playing or as his and has showcased a lot of versatility and skill. So should be really interesting.
Yeah.
Brandon hasn't gone to the regionals yet, but we know of him locally as kind of the demon that
Of
tests a
course.
whole bunch of decks.
Yeah.
So should
He
be
is
an
the-
interesting matchup.
He is the man who's done 7 skirmishes in 7 days,
Yeah,
is what
yeah.
I've heard.
He also averages, I think the stats was he averages 1.6 events a day, which
What?
to be completely honest with you might actually be a little deranged, but you know we're here for it's like 2 months. He had 91 events played.
I know. Your odds. The ins and outs of that deck so much. I don't think I've ever seen any other player play Teemo that much.
Yeah.
This man has been a ride or die from the Chinese launch. He's actually running a fully Chinese deck.
Yes, he
today,
is. He is.
which is really cool.
And just for some
Also,
context,
you know, begs the question whether
in
he
top
is
8,
relatively
everyone agreed to
sane, so
split.
speak.
I know,
mean,
yeah.
But then
yeah,
Brandon,
to
my opponent in the
be
finals,
so
wanted to play
enamored with
I know.
the icon
just for like
of
the
League of
trophy
Legends
for the
is
medal.
I know.
a little worrisome.
I know.
Um,
The devil himself. But yeah.
So
with,
then, but
we've
then
had
half of the
this
people in
recap
top
of the
8 didn't
event.
really
We've
care about
had
that, so then
this
they
event from
dropped
10
basically, and
a.m.
then it was
this
just
morning,
4 of
so
us.
players
Like
have been
basically just went to top
chugging
4 to
it
play
out
for the
from
medal.
10 a.m. We had 7 rounds of Swiss, followed by Top Cut. We
How
are
far into
at
this?
the
This is
pinnacle
13
of
hours.
the tournament. We also had side events.
Yeah, so this would have been
Big
this would have
shout
been
out
like
to Banana
12:30
Games
a.m.
for letting us host this.
approximately.
Big shout out to everyone who helped out. All have played Brand.
That can
Hits the board running with 1.
And like this turn right here,
Honestly,
see a sneaky deckhand here, which is one of
I need to
Andrew's,
start the clock on myself for this
big
turn because this turn
tricky
took a long time.
shootout points.
yeah,
I was trying to
Brandon
stay awake.
hits the board running with 1 point already. Honestly, Traveling Merchant, so good to just start milling your deck already for that Mundo gameplay.
Which here I can actually say what the
Set up the
decision
board.
was. My hand is Stack Deck, Stupefy, Sprite Mother, Ravenbloom Student, Lecturing Yordle, and I don't know what to discard with this Traveling Merchant. The Traveling Merchant is always going to Aspirant's Climb. But I don't know what to discard. The issue is there's 2 situations that can happen. Either the Merchant gets in, and then I want to play the Lecturing Yordle and hide Teemo. Or the Merchant gets gusted or fight or flighted. And either way, I want to play the Sprite Mother and clear off his sneaky deckhand. And then added to that is the Student is a really strong card in this matchup. That's a card that I'm always going to want to play on the following turn if I don't draw into an Ember Monk or anything like that. Or even if I do play in addition to an Ember Monk. So my hand is just really good, and I don't have a good discard. And then I think that takes me
Annie,
several minutes
can do
of
anything,
thinking
But the real question is, will Prismat have the opportunity to do this? Because we
to
all have played Brandon. in
discard the
same
stack
room,
deck,
and
which
Brandon
I
finished
think is the
game
correct.
one.
It's either that or the
Lesser
the
tournament
Ravenbloom
takes you
Student.
to go to the washroom.
Those are the only
Yes,
cards that
yes,
I'm
that's absolutely true. I think the
not
scary
going
part
to be
here, too,
using
is,
this
for
turn.
any red deck, realistically, if
The
you're holding,
Stupefy is way too good
one
because it's
mana
Dreaming Tree.
even,
So
it's just
Stupefy
really,
is
really
is like a
threatening.
1-man draw
Ray
too.
is always an option, though I don't think we've seen Brandon's deck list here yet, so it'll be a question of whether or not he runs it.
But yeah, so I'm
whether,
gonna
Prismaticism wants to
run the clock on
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
Let's just
Yeah.
chug us along too. But so I had the pleasure of actually talking with Prismaticism about this.
see when does this turn start so I can fast forward through it instead of clocking
And
myself.
he's,
Deck ready for that.
So
Christian,
35:30,
I'm a good no-
About as-
being able to so
yeah,
we're very
Battlefield.
2 minutes,
streaming
Playing
absolutely.
3
Because
minutes.
Houston Regionals was divided into 2 days.
All right, it takes me
and
3.5 minutes to make this decision.
Brandon passes focus. So
Oh no, looks like he might be responding here.
okay.
We can't quite tell what's going on here.
Oh
Well,
my god,
we've
it's
seen
still
here, we are going to see.
Okay.
What
4 minutes to
Presence
decide to
and
discard
Zelda's
stack deck.
deck.
Oh, wow.
Impressive.
Okay.
You stack your deck? Let me do it too, brother.
Yes, exactly. And it seems like both sides didn't quite.
Oh, and then this is a
find
funny
an
moment. I
immediate
ask him if he's
response,
playing
but they're happy
Vayne,
to just take
because I'm thinking about
two,
Vayne, and then he's...
and Prismatic System takes that point.
Because that's actually something important, is, Vayne here specifically, either Vayne with a Gust, and I guess actually it doesn't really matter, Vayne with a Gust or Vayne with a Cleave beats me holding open Stupefy. And it's hilarious I'd run to a second stack deck here.
We are getting some caster vision here, and we can see some specific cards in it.
So I think I, like,
see a Stupefy. Is
Ask
that
him,
a-
you're
is
not playing
that
Vayne, are you?
another stack deck?
And he's like, oh yeah, I am. And I'm like, oh shit, and I untap my runes.
Here, I see a Stupefy Genesis
Wait a
as
second.
well.
Recalculating, but then I realize there's nothing I can do about a Vayne.
Alright, well, it's kind of
Vayne
hard to
plus
tell
any
exactly what's
spell
being played here with
does it
the
anyway,
options.
so...
There's a lot of options here, especially with ownership. Okay, so we have Lecturing Yordle here.
Oh,
Basic draw cantrip, really good. And
Yeah.
hiding the Teemo in plain sight, might I add, basically daring Brandon to come in.
And then he ends up having a Vayne
It's
plus
so
Cleave
funny
here.
because whenever he does that, he says, "I'm gonna hide my Teemo for you."
Yeah.
Wait, does he top deck this
in
thing?
plain sight, might I add, basically daring Brandon to come in.
It's so funny because whenever he
This guy
does that,
top
he
decks
says,
the
"I'm gonna
Vayne.
hide my Teemo
Shit.
for you."
Yeah.
If he doesn't have
That
Vayne, he
way
can't push
it's
this
gonna-
battlefield this turn.
An
Okay.
early Vayne. Wow.
Alright, so we're seeing Vayne here.
Oh,
and
and
a
a cleave smash.
So the issue is, I could have stacked here with the Yordle, and that does trade with Vayne Cleave. But if it's Vayne Gust, then he could Gust my Teemo when I flip it, and then he still beats my units. So it's way too risky for me to stack the Yordle here.
That is
And
the
staying in
stuff.
base
Alright, so Vayne-
keeps me safe. So he goes 3 points up, but now the Stupefy gets value.
Or
Going with the advantage. Right, so
Fortunately, he doesn't have a flash.
control of the
He just has a second stack deck.
battlefield here, the Vayne is
Um,
completed. It's always scary when a Teemo has control of the battle.
And then now I know he doesn't have Flash, so I get to also Sprite Mother him.
imagine if he hides
Like if he had
Teemo
Flash
inside
or
the
Gust, he would have
battlefield
played those.
battlefield.
So I get to go over top, and now I'm at 3 points, and I've wiped his board out.
Yes. So we're seeing
Um,
Sprite Mother here.
Yep.
4 mana, 1 power. Comes in, just immediately knocks a sneaky deckhand out. And now we're seeing what Teemo.
and now he accelerates a Kaisa, goes to 4 points.
Yeah, for folks who don't know,
This guy's just
all
ripping him off the top,
that
too.
Lordy.
And a Kaisa accelerate to the Sprite. To get
Alright, the
Conquering
top of his deck
Frontier,
just
going
hands him all
4
the cards he
points,
needs.
getting the draw trigger off the Kaisa Conquer. He does have to. He passes turn by putting 2 purple up, not even a red. Yeah, how is that playing out? He was seeing all purple runes and no red.
It's,
'Cause
not
that
it's certainly not great.
Oh, he's already
for
spent 2 of
sure.
them.
It restricts what he can and can't do. So, for example, Falling Star here is not aligned.
yeah.
But most other units in Annie.
Alright, what is in my hand here? I have a Mundo, a Fighter Flight. I think I hit another Fighter Flight.
Only one,
A Student, and some other stuff. I think this is a turn where I'm not able to push him.
I do think Sprite Mother is such an underrated card, by the way. I do keep it in my side deck for Kaisa, but when I want to run the Mundo and Zon Warren's play,
Yeah.
but I think Sprite Mother and Teemo is very good.
Especially because you can react. to
Damn,
the fact that it's
15 stream
temporary,
streak.
Exactly.
Essentially
That's
it
like
gives you
a month and a
chance
half
to
worth of streams,
control and
probably.
Hold control of the battlefield, which I don't think any other deck has that opportunity to do.
Nope.
Oh, I have like a... Is this like 2
Playing
students and a traveling merchant?
Faster than usual, moving the Sprite over to the Yordle, setting and
Faster
fortifying
than
that
usual?
Aspirant's
Damn
Clan
it.
even further.
Oh, alright,
Now
no.
he plays the Tide Turner to do a little bit of switcheroo magic maybe in the future.
It seems like he's opting not to do any switching here, though.
Ooh.
Actually, instead of holding the unit at the base here, probably for a future turn, I would imagine.
Yep. And the Kaisa surviving.
Hmm.
Wow.
That's always a little scary too, because
And I have a Singularity in hand here as well, which is important.
You can always just reconquer and get more hand
Of
advantage,
course.
which I think is exactly what he's going to do.
And then he stacks the merchant here, which I believe telegraphs a flash, where he can get the Dreaming Tree trigger and get the merchant trigger off of it.
Merchant dropped on Dreaming Tree, and I'm not sure if Brandon's opting. Oh, that's a second Kaisa.
Wow.
Oh, but he doesn't pull back the one.
And then this is a situation where I think
Tree.
I regretted putting the Sprite Mother forward because I needed 2 3-mite units to push over this merchant.
That is very sad. And
If he has a Void
passes.
Seeker. Or a
Oh, so
Gust,
Prismatic
potentially.
here has a really good opportunity to
Wow.
just absolutely load the bases.
Wow.
Not very much might on his base side though.
Yep.
So I'm wondering what he's planning on just shoving in to try and contest.
Singularity here.
Oh, this
maybe?
looks 5 mana, 6 mana.
Yeah, could be singularity.
This looks like a singularity. Yes, it is. It's a singularity, and that is always the risk,
Yes.
right?
It's
Both Kaisas.
Both Kaisas.
Any leading Dreaming Tree?
That
I'm not
would
sure.
r-
He
that
said he
really
keeps
hurts.
Scrap Heap
That
in his
is
deck every game.
devastating.
He's running invert timelines,
And now that singularity has been played,
which is a
Raven
card that
Bloom
actually
becomes
comes
a
up this
must win
game.
it, which
Sure.
actually can contest the Traveling Merchant here.
Yeah. But if Brandon has Darius in hand, could that singularity have been a bait?
It's entirely possible.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we get Flash here. Flash is good. We get
Right.
to trigger the movement
Yep.
trigger. He gets to filter his hand a little better.
Or could
Yeah.
be, right? Or
That's a
could-
great point.
Or
Discards
could
a
be
Vi,
setup
which
for
he would never do
uh,
this if he didn't have another
the
Vi in
Vi
hand, I
right
would
away,
think.
Just because he wants more cards in his, trash.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it looks like he discarded the Vi actually.
Ooh, okay.
Opting not to play the Vi here.
Wow. This is really, and that is consult the past hidden
Ooh.
and moves the Yordle back.
And then this is a spot where I feel very far ahead. So I decide to pull back, especially when he discards the Vi. I feel like he's so far behind that he might have to use Vi Ride the Wind to wipe the battlefields out, which is why I pull back to make sure that I have
Definitely
units
consult
left
the
over
past, 'cause
afterwards.
You can kind of see in Prismat's hand, he only has 2 cards right now.
Yeah.
So it is that one of those times. And Teemo is one of those decks that can really take value of Consult the Past without actually paying the 4 cost,
Yes.
right? Paying 1 cost to draw 4? Never really thought about it that way, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of disgusting, honestly, the efficiency you get from being able to hide for 1. We see Traveling Merchant move in here with Ride the Wind. Interesting choice.
What is the card in the back? Is that a Darius?
Yes, it looks like he
Yeah.
did play the Trifarian Darius here, which is great because now that he's already played 1 card for it, Darius himself. I don't actually know if. Oh no! He discarded the Ride the Wind. I see with the Traveling Merchant. Okay,
Got it.
so Darius has been played as the first card. If another card is put down, Darius ends up
Yeah.
becoming active.
So I think he has abandoned the Y Ride the Wind play because
Mm.
we did see him actually abandon Y and Ride the Wind.
Yes. Although to be fair, I guess it's not necessary in this match.
And I do misplay this game. I should have won this game, I think.
Really high unless we see that window.
That is true. That is true. And I don't know. His sideline looks His trash, Prismatic's trash looks.
I believe I have a
really,
Fight or Flight
really
hidden on
nice.
each battlefield.
So I don't think a Mundo is gonna be coming in anytime soon.
But it looks like we're seeing a Fight or Flight here.
Ooh.
Moving the. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
You move yours, I move yours.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Okay, so it looks like Ravenbloom student has been gusted. We get the second movement trigger for the Traveling Merchant, and Darius ends up standing here active.
Oh.
So now we see a Dreaming Tree that is completely uncontested. Darius moves
Wow.
in to start
And then, yeah, this
the
is where I
turn,
make a
trying to
mistake.
force out the hit.
I have Mundo and the third. God, people complaining about ads. Like, hold on. Just letting me know. Okay. Alright, anyone that doesn't have this should just get this, and then problem solved. Has served me well, making Twitch a usable website. But yeah, the misplay here, what I should do is he's going to be stuck on 5 points, and I have Mundo in hand as well as the third Fight or Flight. And I believe I have a Stupefy in hand as well. Or no, I don't have a Stupefy yet. I think I draw that, because if I had Stupefy, I would have played that first with the student. But what I should do is I should play the Fight or Flight from hand with my 2 open runes. Fight or Flight back to Darius. Then on my turn I go to 7, I put Mundo down on this battlefield with the Fight or Flight and pull back. And then what that does, first of all, it protects the Fight or Flight that I have remaining from invert timelines. Second, it means that the Mundo is sitting on Aspirant's Climb, so he can only get to 7 points if he either Fight or Flights the Mundo, rebukes it, forcing me to Fight or Flight it back, or if he Vi Ride the wins. Those are his only options. Because the issue is what I do is I play the Fight or Flight from hidden, bring everything back to base, and put Mundo in base. And then he ends up being able to invert timelines, removing my Fight or Flight, hide a Fight or Flight, and then have runes open for
Darius
rebuke.
up.
And then that prevents me from winning the game on the next turn.
Well, it looks like he was hiding.
Um,
Matt goes
So this should have been a winning situation, but then I'd make this play,
plays Gust.
and then this invert timelines just absolutely destroys me.
Yeah, that's true. Which it looks like. Ooh.
Wow. Is he?
Because that's the thing, is I did calculate that if he has a fight or flight hidden, then I'll be able to defuse it with my own fight or flight, pushing his unit off and breaking the hidden card. But the invert timeline's removing my fight or flight, then destroys me. Which, to be fair, my odds still on these 4 draws are insanely high to be able to find something that wins. A Watcher wins here, a Guerrilla Warfare wins here, a Singularity wins
Is
here,
that a fight or flight as the third card from the bottom? Raven
but I don't find any of them, and then I can't win the game from
That
the
is fight or
spot.
flight. There were.
Oh boy.
I do see 2 fight or flights. Yes.
That hidden card.
If I'm
I
correct.
believe it's 7 to 8.
7.
And then I ended up losing this game. So if I put the Mundo forward, he would have had to play this fight or flight to even get to 7 points, and then it wouldn't be hidden. And then he could pick it back up with Annie and re-hide it, but then whatever he picked up with Annie wouldn't be there. I believe he picked up a Ride the Wind. And then he also had to find the Vi Ride the Wind off of this invert timelines. Fight or flight from hidden on my own Sprite Mother? No, that's a waste.
Standing
No,
manning.
That's not worth it.
Brandon take.
See what he ends
Yeah,
up
and I
doing.
stack deck and I still can't find anything that wins the game here.
She probably will, but I rebuke and fight or flight. I don't think you have any way to contest Asterius anymore.
Yep.
Yeah,
that is-
and I think I have like a Sprite Mother and a Sprite Call in hand, or two ways to make a Sprite, and unfortunately that's still not enough. I can send 13 at this battlefield, and with the Fight or Flight and one other spell, he can always stop it. And I believe I know he has a Gust in hand.
Yes.
So then I just stack the battlefield, get hit by the one of Rebuke, and then
Is that
I think he doesn't even.
on the
No, yeah, and then he shows me the Vi Ride the Wind.
Ride the wind, baby, 'cause that's gonna clinch
So yeah, so I should have won this game. I just needed the Mundo to hold on Aspirant's Climb with the hidden Fight or Flight, and then I can't lose. And unfortunately, the like invert timelines removing my third Fight or Flight plus drawn to nothing just gets me.
The wins. Yeah. The fact he was at.
Conquers.
The-
Yeah, I mean, 2 matchups.
Which is
Maybe
very,
we'll see
very
that. Maybe we will
unlucky
see
to have happen, but
the-
I could have just made it 0% to lose there.
whole group of people get past Devil.
throughout and
He's gonna let that slide.
yeah, and then so just for my recollection, Bandle 3 is you can hide more than one card, right?
2 exactly.
2 exactly. Okay, perfect. And then we have Zon Warrens when you conquer here.
Oh, and this is the game where I get hit by like 3 gusts in a row,
It
and
looks
just
like
don't
we
get to
both
touch a
have a
battlefield for the
two-drop
first
on
several
either
turns.
side Here, and Prismatic Systems decide to go into the Bandle tree. Getting early access here is great,
Ooh.
but we see a Gust. Goodbye, Ravenbloom.
Wow.
And this
Thing.
no concern can't here. Fastest in the distance
So huge shout out to.
And then he plays
I think
Annie,
my
picks
favorite
up
card
Gust.
to be honest,
from the.
There is one thing I could have done this turn because he stacks his units. I could have gone for, I believe I have a Gust in my hand as well as a Consult the Past as spells that can buff my student. Doesn't get to trigger and dig with Merchant. Yes, but I also let him get to 7 points if I do that.
zone.
what did he take back?
And he took back the took back the Gust actually that he used on the earlier Ravenbloom.
Oh, for this turn.
Yeah, it looks like.
So I could have gusted his Annie to start. And then if he plays Flash, then he can only play 1 Gust. And if he doesn't play Flash, then the Annie goes back to hand, and I can send Student over the Poro. And then if he tries to Gust me, I can Consult the Past in response, but that still taps me out. It's really
What's
expensive. So I end up just walking into the double Gust here and then redeveloping my board. Which fortunately, because he put the Annie with the Poro, he's only going to go to 2 points, which does give me a lot of time.
Nothing Prismaticism is going to do here.
Yeah, and he does get to those 2 points based on. golden.
Here I think he makes a misplay.
So-
He should just
so
walk off of this
Brandon is at
battlefield
2
instead of
points,
staying there.
and he make it to.
Um,
Probably was with the game. Who do you think? I would target Traveling Merchant.
You have to take the
and,
Traveling Merchant here for sure.
yeah, and one of the Ravenblooms.
Yes. Of course, both Ravenblooms is also a really good choice here because there's no mana.
Oh.
Control with a 2 might unit. There's
Bloom students anymore.
And then
but
this is a
right,
turn
so
that's
I-
really difficult
what do
for
you
me. I believe he literally like flipped over and showed me he had a Void Seeker in hand too. He was probably really confident he was going to win this game. So I know that this merchant isn't getting to the battlefield. Which would I have played around Voidseeker if he didn't show it to me? Probably not, because my turn really sucks if I play around Voidseeker. But because I know it's there, I end up Singularitying to kill off 2 of his units, even though it burns 3 of my runes, and then waiting another turn to get to a battlefield.
Watcher too early.
I do wonder if if going for that Gust on the Annie would have been better with the double student. Gust Annie, if he flashes in response, then I get in. If he doesn't, then he has 3 runes. I send student over Poro. That might have been a better line. I forget what else I had in my hand.
Bandle use of this toxicity in my life.
Yeah.
But
Please don't make me reminisce too far. This
Timo, sure.
to be honest
So
with
yeah,
you,
this Singularity was insanely painful.
and he's going to target again, tapping his mana out. We're seeing a lot of cases where just
I know.
Prismatic System has to
I
use
know.
all his resources. So Brandon,
Just for a push maybe later on, or if just to counter Prismat's board. But Prismat does a simple Tide Turner move. He allows it, and Prismat does get his first point.
and that's
Could this be the turning point? That Bandle. Oh.
alrighty, and
okay.
now he's gonna pass with 3 mana stand.
So yeah, I'm way down on points. Unfortunately, one thing this game is I had to mulligan a Singularity to find a 2-drop. So this first Singularity I played
I don't see a real threat
then
here,
made
but
him
I
think that he
don't
was
target
safe to
anything.
drop 2 Dariuses, and then it
Okay,
ended
I
up being
guess he
safe
could
because I
have
couldn't
tried
find
to-
another Singularity.
I mean, the system could have on Zon Warren.
So-
Really solid. However, you really do. It's I think I know his list because I faced him in a skirmish before. I'm pretty sure it's a 3 Singularity list.
Oh wow, a 3 Singularity list. We could see maybe he does.
So yeah, this Gust ends up getting discarded, and that's normally a high value card.
He is digging for it.
If he hits if he hits another Singularity here, it would be sort of disgusting.
It would be. That would be
We
nice.
see the stack deck. He looks
I should have moved this
pretty-
merchant back
Show me
first,
the second. show me the
potentially.
second Singularity here, baby.
because there's only 1 Gust left that he can have that punishes that.
There's
The issue is if you leave 1 unit on battlefield, then they can Gust in response to a trigger and force you to flip your hidden card. But because he's already used 2 of them, I shouldn't be playing around that. It should be better to keep. It would be better to keep a merchant in base, like move this merchant back. This merchant's ready in base, so that if I find Singularity, I get rid of these. Though he has Void Seeker, so it really doesn't matter that much.
Love chip, but
it's what
weakening the movement factor.
monk. Is that Ember Monk or
That is Ember
Ember
Monk
Monk.
with a Ravenbloom student
Yeah.
in the. Is that in the base? I'm assuming it's in the base based on the way it's positioned.
yeah? We can get a confirmation on that.
Not wrong.
Themselves over. Have what? 10 of them back.
15 might.
Void Seeker
Oh my good god.
kills. Who is he trying to kill?
He is trying to target the Ember Monk here, but flipping the Teemo means Ember Monk.
Oh yeah, and this is where he
runs
pushes with the
to,
Dariuses, and then gets. I think he gets a really bad trade out of this.
HP, I guess.
Yeah.
6 mana,
I think he
40
said like he didn't have anything else to
and
do
the
with his
Teemo
turn.
on field now.
And then yeah, I think if he tried to hold with double Darius again, then I would have had. I think I had a Watcher at this point.
Amalgamation.
Wow.
That lasts for the entire turn.
And then this is also where he could have killed this Ember Monk plus the Sprite, and then I would have had 6 left over. I have Stupefy in hand, so I can still trade off the Darius. But he chooses to kill off the Ember Monk plus the Tide Turner. Which then means that his second Darius can't push in.
What Prismat wants to see, he wants to scare away the Darius, and he wants to keep control of the Bandit tree so he can hide 2 more.
And he does restand 2 and passes the turn. Wow.
Already
Oh, I
take
do
it.
it. I do see it.
All right. Does he rip it? I don't think he needs to rip it now, though.
No, he doesn't. Oh, is
Oh,
he?
I lied. He's gonna rip it now. He's decided that we're gonna take the.
And now I
unit
finally,
here.
okay, yeah, I find the Singularity finally. That's what I find.
You've been at such a disadvantage for such a long time. You want to take that advantage.
Yeah, this is
right?
really just
Yeah. Hack.
or might Ravenbloom student go in? He takes the point.
And then
here,
this is
so
where I
that
get
is
forced to
1 more
discard
point for
Stupefy
Prismatic
repeatedly
System
because
side,
I have to
so 1
hold the remaining cards in my hand.
looks at happen. Draw 1. Magician
Yep.
trick. Is the
Where
Teemo
is
is the
the Teemo?
question now.
Wow.
I think both of these are Teemos.
That's some David Blaine shit
Yeah,
right there.
actually. All right, so we're gonna see inverted timelines just ripped right here.
Yep.
He's just gonna say, I don't
Ooh.
care about what you might have because you probably have the fight or flight in hand. 2 mana standing is kind of suspicious.
Yeah, these are both Teemos
6
with Fight or
mana,
Flight in hand.
Anything Brandy can do here.
Yep.
No, I think this gets me to
Then
6
draw
points first.
It looks like you drew 4.
Fortunately, the invert doesn't draw into anything.
quickly.
All right, Bane comes in.
But this is a pretty crazy game to come back from.
And it is Vayne coming in to attack the Traveling Merchant here because Teemo was revealed. It looks like Brandon actually did guess incorrectly here.
Yep. He discarded Scrappy.
I
That's
see, I
why.
see.
Yeah. Good.
Okay,
catch.
so Scrappy was discarded with the inverted Thomas, which is why we saw the Annie draw 5 here. And Vi is now played. All right, now we're going to have
Yeah,
3 points
Gusty Annie
on
feels
hold
terrible.
for Prismaticism, leading him to 6 points. And again, he's on the even curve here, which is really, really solid if he can find another way to keep that Teemo alive. Alright, so Prismaticism is looking through the Annie deck, or the Annie discard here, probably trying to figure out what resources are remaining.
100%. Because this is that time of the game where, one wrong move, one wrong card, you have to assess everything, what he has in his hand, what he could play out as a counter card. Everything needs to be assessed, written down mentally, physically, just to make sure to get that winning point, right? And remember,
How long does this
there is
matchup
no as
going
much
for?
time, so it is an 8-game matchup.
Yup. We're seeing 10, is this
Not
10
that much
total
over an
mana?
hour.
Is this 10 total
Alright,
mana
it's not too
here?
bad. Thanks to
There's a
Brandon
lot
for playing way
Prismaticism
faster
can do.
than me.
Is this a ride the win combo?
I don't think he even needs the Ride the Wind, to be honest with you.
Oh, and I think this is where I try to...
As soon as
I've gone through so many cards in my deck that I try to calculate what's left in my deck.
there is a fight or flight or any sort of
I forget what the
move
exact
that
reason
drives
was.
the opponent here,
I
that's
think it
why
was like
it's
the number of
setting
outs that I have,
useless.
or like number of useful top decks I have if I pull out completely.
We do see
Um,
him having Sprite Mother and
And then I also have this
Sprite
Consult the
just
Past in my...
like
Yeah,
all
it was...
the time.
Okay, yeah, this was what it was. I have the Consult the Past in my hand, so I'm thinking
Big
either I'm
stack
playing it
of
for 4 mana,
Yeah, that is a
or I'm
lot.
hiding it,
Which
and then
is
like thinking about what I have to either draw on this turn to then develop with the remaining mana I have, because I have an Ember Monk in my hand as well,
The doctor
or
might be here to
if
stay because
I
to move Brandon out of this
just
game.
hide it and then try to draw
He
useful
doesn't
things
take
next
off,
turn.
'cause I'll be real with you. If he ends up dropping on any of these battlefields, I don't think Annie has a choice outside of just using Vi to come in.
That is true. Does he have it though?
He's taking line his boat.
I think he's counting.
Yeah, so I sort my entire discard to count what's left in my deck. Because I didn't write down what I saw with the
Maybe he's counting
stack
to take care of
decks,
Brandon,
because
maybe
it never
he's gonna
came up
fake
to
that
be
he's
relevant.
out of the window.
I know. Because there are.
So I know that I
guys
mulliganed
who
to
are
Singularity, and I believe I
19.
don't remember what else I
Yes.
saw. I think I might have seen a Gust
That's
with
the
one of
one.
the stack decks, and at least one 2-drop. But there's one Ember Monk left. There's some number of Sprite Calls and Sprite Mothers left. There's a Tide Turner missing. There's a Stupefy missing. There's a stack
Wow.
deck missing.
That
If
is.
it does come down.
We do see her.
And I'm
is
like
that a
counting like
discarded
what
Watcher?
cards are.
No,
And I
that's
think
Guerrilla
there's.
Warfare.
I discarded Guerrilla Warfare. I think there's one Fight or Flight left as well. And then there's the one Watcher, which I think I did not see.
Yep.
Um,
Out every possible line.
Yep.
Downside, of course, being that it's going to take a little
Yeah.
while for them to
Yeah.
figure everything out.
No matter the weather, no matter how tired I might be, no matter how much I want to go up there and just basically be like, you win, you lose, let's go home. The players are gonna play it out.
Yes, all of this is for pride, by the way.
Yes.
So let's see how proud these two players can
Yes.
actually get. As Prismaticism looks like he's about to finally play a card.
Plays Ember Monk.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Does it is a Teemo.
And he's going to reveal the Teemo, which puts Ember Monk into 6 might.
It adds it to
Adds the
hand.
Teemo to hand here.
Does he hide it on the other spot?
I wonder.
I have
what
the
plan
Stupefy in my
is
hand.
here. He's going to hide one in the Bandle Tree. Looks like he's hiding another in the Bandle Tree.
So yeah, so I decide that
Maybe
cashing in
he's
the
using
Consult the Past for
Claw
next turn is
for
better.
some reason.
Because I have... I think I calculated that half of my deck was an out,
Not to
but I
lose
miscounted. I think it's like a third
unnecessarily.
of the cards
Try
left in
maybe
my deck
counteract the
were
usual
useful for the following turn, like either Sprites or Watcher or Fight or Flight.
Being able to just blow up
Um,
battlefields.
Yep.
So then I knew that with what I had in my hand and 12
Because
runes,
Ember Monk is
that
what
I
called-
should be able to get in.
Might +2 when a hidden card is revealed, and we're gonna see Kaisa accelerated here.
And then this is where I consult. I'm looking for the third Fight or Flight here, because if I can stop this Kaisa Conquer, that'd be really good for me, but I find a Sprite Call instead.
Was drawn here. I see a Sprite Call. He is
Ooh.
gonna
the win.
would die here. Is
Okay.
oh, and it was a Teemo.
He used another one.
I thought he just drew with the stacked deck. No.
Did he? Oh, I might have missed that.
Let's take a look. See, I'm not seeing it actually. He has a lot of sprites though. Good lord.
Yeah, he does, and he does even have Stupefy. Oh, he does use the
Oh,
Falling
falling
Star.
star to clear the board.
Yep. He can't kill the monk, but he does clear the
Into the Kaiser.
just like game 1.
And then yeah, so here I have 3 sprites plus a Stupefy.
If I was
Right.
prismatic right now, I would not be opposed to taking my time on this.
Yes, absolutely.
For sure.
Alrighty, well, we see a lot of sprites here. I think, technically... Oh, okay, I lied. No technicality needed here, as it looks like we're going with Ember Monk into the Vi to clear it out.
Okay.
No reaction from Brandon,
Okay.
which gives Prismaticism a little bit of confidence here.
Yep. Yep. But could that be a false confidence bait? Okay.
Oh.
Is-
Whoa. Is this Time Warp? Oh, no.
Oh.
It's a whole bunch of sprites.
Oh my
And
god.
that's
Okay,
moving
so I
into
show him
next
the triple
round.
sprite.
Wow.
And then I have the Stupefy
Prismaticism
for at
just
least trade-off.
blows Brandon out of the
Wow,
water
wow.
with a whole bunch of water fairies.
Okay, let me take that again. That was just
Wow.
Let me do that. That was not one. Just down. Not one, not 2, but 3 whole sprites.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. 9 total might
9
coming
total.
in for a rush, which would completely destroy that Kaisa and then some.
I know. You wouldn't think of a token card like that do such a big effect.
Like,
Definitely
I think people
Oh
are
boy,
getting
3 a.m.
to the-
Alright, and then here's game 3, which I should have won, but I misplayed.
maybe a free for all deck again.
Alright. And this game too. It is on Arena's Greatest, which is a much better for Annie. But he misses his 2-drop and has to play turn 2 Annie, picking up stack deck. And then I lose this game, which is absurd. Which I do unfortunately get hit with a gust. So I don't get to play. It's like basically
Felt like
time
I was
warp.
talking to myself.
Where we're seeing the Kaisa being
Um,
played here and Andy taking the Trifarian War Camp for a point.
Would you
That pretty good if we for the single.
say that thing?
We're gonna and we're gonna see another.
That in a Teemo deck.
At this point, he has no choice. All mana being tapped, but I guess he values the Teemo being on that field.
For sure. For sure.
And then I set up this massive hold, which he does manage to
You do see
push.
the Kaisa on Brandon's side. There is what 3 plus
Is that
fallen
Fall-
cleave.
and that is sealed here for a
Wow.
point.
Wow.
We see Teemo with the 4.
Yeah.
Is that
Falling Star, Cleave, Void Seeker, exactly clear. He gets the 4. And then this is the turn I misplay,
That-
unfortunately.
Oh, 8. Yeah.
if we see Fallen?
This is the turn I misplay. What I have in hand, I have a stack deck, a Stupefy, and a Gust. I play the stack deck first, then I Stupefy Kaisa and push in. He plays Flash, and then I need to Gust his Kaisa in response to the Flash to get her off the field. And then I have a Sprite Mother, which kills off the Annie, because he doesn't target the Annie with Flash. But this is where He definitely should have targeted the Annie with the Flash to keep her alive. And then the fact that he didn't made me think like, okay, that's just fine. He just misplayed. But I need to clear his board because he has so many cards in hand because he hasn't been playing cards early.
Single.
Now shown.
Um,
My time, thank you. Play, and
The
that's a
Stupa.
stupid 3 for the.
so yeah, I do this. He plays the Flash,
Kaisa back,
and then I
opting not to bring the Annie back.
okay it too quickly.
There you go.
Okay, and now he plays the Flash. He decides to bring the Kaisa back, opting not to bring the Annie back.
I would have.
I'm even looking at my hand. What am I doing? Why am I okay with this?
Hold here is actually kind of important.
I literally have a Gust in my hand. Why am I not Gusting?
Potentially.
Oh, why do I allow this?
Yeah, because at this time, what could he can't do an accelerated unit,
What
right?
he could do actually is use a Sprite,
Ooh.
take the Sprite in, find a way
Crash
to
it.
buff it, and if it wins the fight, then he can hide the Teemo there to actually.
But I just like, I don't know.
hold
I
the
don't know.
board.
I'm just way too tired at this point, I guess. And just don't even realize that I have the Gust for this thing.
Right?
In this weather, crashing is probably pretty common. To be,
Is there?
it means they want to play.
Because yeah, it's
This
just
might
like, if he doesn't have
be an
Kaisa, I don't have the Gust, he doesn't have Kaisa in play here. And then I guess I need to burn a rune to hide this card. But then he has to accelerate the Kaisa with his entire turn, and then
Okay,
I'm just fine. But instead he gets to like, Kaisa gets to conquer, and then he fight or flight deckhands, and he gets to 6, and then I'm just dead to the Vi Ride the Wind.
Brandon, there's only so much he can do.
So,
to-
if we just rewind to this spot here, Let me just
viable.
count.
And
Okay, it is a crash.
all right.
Okay, no, I wouldn't get to develop the merchant here. I wouldn't be able to develop the merchant because I would have spent one more on the... I would have spent one on the gust. I would just pay one to hide, but I wouldn't get to develop merchant. He would have 6 mana, no board. He would just accelerate Kaisa back out, and then I would be able to drop a Watcher accelerated. Probably send Sprite Mother into Kaisa first, see what he does, and then if he doesn't stop it, then... Or if he tries to stop it, then the Watcher goes in after. His board gets wiped again, and then I get to 5 points while he's on 5 points. And then then he'd probably fight or flight back his own Kaisa, and then I'd have to hold again. So maybe it wouldn't be a win for me, but at least it would have been closer compared to this mistake that I made, where he just gets the 6. He just gets the 6 and has the Vi ride the win. But yeah, game 1 I should have won if I held with Mundo with fight or flight when I was on 7 points to his 6 or his 5 even. And then this game, if I went for the gust, then I would have had a choice.
Yes.
What hill?
Unfortunate.
Just
Alright, I want to watch the interview though. And then I'm going to go use the washroom, and then we can watch the semifinals
Alrighty,
match.
So we are back, and now we're here with Brandon, the actual winner of our Haven X Banana Games 3K tournament. So Brandon, congratulations. How's it
Thank you.
feel? Just same
It's-
old, same old,
It's
eh?
1:30 a.m. man. I'm as happy as 1 a.m. Wait, what time is it?
It's like 1 or
It's
2
a.m.
or something
I'm as
like.
happy as 2 a.m. is.
That's fair enough. That's
yeah.
fair enough. All right. Well, you were against Prismaticism. You were against a Teemo in the final match. How does that matchup feel for you?
Yeah, so, like, yeah, you're definitely favored. Like, I'd say, like, 60-40,
Mm.
but I think he makes it, like, very close.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
marginal, like, 55-45.
All those games looked really, really tight. Actually, everything kind of went down to the wire for the most part.
Game 1, my hand was fucking terrible. But, like, I don't know, I just pulled it out somehow. That's
Yeah.
what Annie does, though.
Like, I ripped a
feel
vein off the top for a
like
vein
do a
cleave,
lot
and then
of
ripped a
things,
Kais off the top.
Yeah.
You know, like,
That was
ride
pretty
the wave
good.
from, like, 5 to 6, or, like, to get to even.
And then the invert timelines into
That play you had
all
game
of it.
2, where you
Damn.
actually used the one Gus and then Annie to bring the Gus back, was kind of a disgusting mental game, no?
No, so I was thinking that he might try to save his Raven Bloom with, like, double,
Hmm.
like, Stupefy. If he had double Stupefy, it probably would be worth it for the second one.
Hmm.
But he had the Consult instead.
Hmm.
So he did the right thing. He developed his board. I was hoping he'd, like, try to get one Raven to his hand with the second Gust.
Right.
Get the other Raven on.
Hmm.
And then, like, save it, hide 2 cards, and then I could invert it that turn. But then I inverted way too late. Because I was thinking, oh, he could have played. There was a turn where I was like, he could have played Singularity here, and he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, he doesn't have it yet, so I'm not gonna invert it right now. And then I don't know if he drew it or he probably had it the whole time, but then Singularity anyways.
Oh, to give you a little bit of context, he did eventually
Yeah.
draw it. One of the sack decks eventually did hit, but he
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
held on to it for a little bit.
Yeah, that's the one later.
Yeah.
That was my misplay. The turn I Darius, I should have inverted that turn, and I inverted way too late.
But at the end of the day, you did come out with the big win, so that's a
Yeah.
huge take.
I want to go back and look at that spot, actually.
Overall, how did the tournament feel?
I don't
for
know when he
you?
had the
Did
invert in hand.
anything, You know,
I played against 5 Kaisa players, and I think the Kaisa Annie matchup is so bad for
yeah,
Kaisa.
it's terrible.
I mean, like, the Annie's, like, nut line, it's, like, just Kaisa is unbeatable.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Unbeatable.
Especially if you know as the Annie player how to play it. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's just so hard, right?
Oh, yeah. If you're, like, if you have a flat, like, if you find a flash early and just, like, Darius.
Yeah,
So-
double Dreaming Tree Flash,
yeah,
just ugh.
play around Falling Star, play around Rain. It's so free.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
Just, like, make sure to pouty, like, when you're playing around Falling Star, it's a pouty.
Yeah,
Punish them for killing 2, right?
for sure, for sure. Well, for anyone else who might be kind of trying to pick up Annie or eventually trying to learn the deck, do you have any wise words of wisdom or tips for them?
I don't know, man. The set's ending. Just play something easy. I feel like a lot of people go into Annie and they think it's like an easy deck,
Mm.
but like the first stack deck and like traveling merchant trigger, if you misplay from there, like it goes from like 8-2ing a Kaisa player to like it being a close game.
Mm.
You know, like yeah,
Mm.
you do need a, like the setup is insane.
Yeah.
I think to play it at like to play it consistently at a high level.
Significantly more
I like that.
nuanced than people think, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean there are bricks, but like, so I was originally Kaisa,
Mm-hmm.
but I hated the Kaisa bricks. The Kaisa bricks feel really
Yeah.
bad, right?
As a Kaisa
Like,
player, I can confirm they
yeah,
feel terrible.
Your hands like Darius, Kaisa, Hexray, and like Smokescreen.
Yeah.
So you like the Darius and Kaiser, Darius and Smokescreen, right?
And you
then
just
you draw
pray.
Watcher, you draw a Darius, you draw a Time Warp.
Mm-hmm.
So like I like how Annie's like low to the ground. The only bricks are like triple buy, triple Darius.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just feels really good. It feels really consistent. It's deceivingly consistent, right?
Yeah.
Because like aggro decks at other games are like, oh, it's the aggro deck. It's inconsistent. That's the payoff you get, right?
For sure.
The payoff is like, oh, sometimes you just smash somebody in 5 turns, and then sometimes you draw all your burn and no creatures, and you just lose.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, entirely true.
But this aggro deck has so much play. It has a lot of lines.
Mhm.
I don't play it perfectly.
No, yeah, I think aggro decks are more
Probably make,
consistent.
Like 10 misplays a game. You know,
Generally.
Even when you win, you're like, oh, you still probably misplayed even if you win.
Pretty impressive
There's-
considering we
there's-
didn't really see too many misplays this time. It didn't seem like.
That's what you guys think. Maybe, when I go home
Maybe
and
he
think
knows
about
things
it,
we don't, right?
Yeah. Maybe when I think about it 3 hours before bed. I
Yeah,
was
just
like,
the nightmares
I
in the
should've flashed
showers.
Here, you know.
Fair.
Like the T-Ball matchup's hard. It's not easy. I
Mm.
think it's favored if you play Annie well, but if you're playing Annie bad, it could be very difficult, right?
Definitely can see
yeah.
that. All right, well, going forward then, we'll hope
Yeah,
to
I mean, it's
see
not
you
consistent
in
on the two drop
other
front,
events for sure.
but on the
You're
other
probably gonna
front it
terrorize
is.
our locals. If we have anything else,
Alright, let me go back to that game 2 spot.
that you can viably.
The call is Braving Cold. React
Ooh.
turn.
Yeah, it looks like.
I actually
So this is where I singularity
work.
him.
Correct.
So this turn that he Darius is,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
he has invert in his hand.
But well, he
So I think the
might
thing that happens
I
here
didn't
is
call it.
he.
It's on Warrens,
Yep.
and instead,
Watcher.
however,
So I flip the consult, but I think I still end up hand dumping.
it's in nothing. We're seeing, I'm assuming it's in the base based on the way it's
Yeah,
positioned.
we can get a confirmation on that.
And 2 more.
Yes, it is in the base.
Alrighty.
And another hidden card.
Wow.
Wow. Is that Ember Monk or
That is Ember
Ember
Monk,
Monk.
with a Ravenbloom student
Yep.
in.
right now with the
Also have this wedding here because Poro is moving in.
Because I don't think I have the singularity at this point. Yeah, no, you don't.
Here, this is where we have
Well,
Ember Monk here, but
the
for
Vi is not a
moment,
good.
Ember- 14 might is
Oh,
just
yeah.
the.
Let's see. When does the singularity show up?
Was he holding? Oh yeah, he was.
Yes,
holding
he
it.
was holding it, so there
Yeah.
would be no extra
Yeah,
point
no
on the
extra
ante.
point. But Prism gets up.
This
with
is
the-
okay.
so
This stack deck finds the singularity.
Does he not take it, or does he take it?
He already
Oh,
did
I
take
Yeah.
advantage
So
here.
if he inverted, I find the singularity anyway. So it was like, yeah, it wasn't in my hand. If it was ever in my hand, I was playing it, basically, and I was making sure that I drew my cards before I spent any mana. All right, I'm gonna go to the washroom, be right back, and then watch the semifinals. Alright, let's see the semifinals.
This
It went insanely quickly.
is it Targon's Peak? No. What is
Oh, of course.
Okay.
in the
Because I think I said this before already, but this match finished around when game 1 of my semifinals match finished.
end of it
So.
all? Annie and Kaisa. Targon's Peak?
The one when you conquer, you get to restand too, right?
Right.
We got a Stupefy Falling Star, that's really good.
Interesting.
If there's a follow-up unit.
Oh, that was right. Targon's Peak. I was right. Wow.
Why didn't he go to
Funk
Targon's?
Monks is kind of going crazy. 1 point. Oh, and Vayne.
I guess he has nothing
Brandon is
to use it.
kind of built special. All right, I like it.
Definitely something else. Restand too.
So, Vayne being a 2.
That's really surprising they didn't go to Targon's, because letting the opponent put a unit on Dreaming Tree is also worse for him. Because now this Flash is going to draw a card.
Where enters ready if an enemy unit is in a battlefield. Super cool niche thing.
Do you take-
Ganking, like kind of like that kind of cool stuff. So I like it.
It goes back to your hand at some point, right?
Yeah, you could end of turn. You could pay 1 to return to hand.
No, it's when it conquers. When it conquers, you can pay 1.
If you wanted to. But you're going in 4-2.
Hopeless.
Guess
Oh,
what? We're gonna flash back in. So draw a card, come back, and then 1 to play stack deck.
I see.
Yeah, this extra card from the Flash. I think that card from the Flash was the stack deck.
Probably looking for more interaction.
Vayne
but
triggered end of
units
turn.
Probably is what we're looking for.
Yeah, it would be pretty...
2-2?
I mean, would that even be a difference?
And then
I guess it would be, because it means that she doesn't need to conquer in order to come back.
What does
which
Funk
has-
Monks
What else
need?
would you do? Yeah.
Is that even useful? It's not even
Yeah,
useful.
Spyro in the- That's a blue and a red.
Nice. Poro.
There's a
Pouty Poro. And
Pouty
passes.
Poro.
Because of the... Oh, yeah, because of the Annie trigger.
So-
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's
If you
a
could use
pretty
it post
decent
Annie
one in the
trigger, yeah.
mirror, too. All right, 5-4.
We're back, baby.
Oh,
This is a
using
smoke screen.
Void Seeker
Seeker.
to take 4.
Oh,
And fight or flight.
Since it's not a
Draw a
battlefield, cannot
card.
take damage, so.
However, do as much as you can.
Yep.
Darius is the second card.
Man, that's not fight or flight in response.
Going
It
in
took
7
the
to 4 now.
damage. Oh wait, actually, this Vayne should be dead.
Dies.
That Vayne should die, because what happens? The Void Seeker resolves, deals 4. No, it lives while it's an attacker. So while it's here attacking on Dreaming Tree, it's 5. After it gets fight or flighted and goes back, it's no longer an attacker. So it's a 2 with 4 damage on it, because the damage isn't gone yet. So this Vayne should be dead.
3-2.
Damn, this is going really fast, actually.
I think they just want to make sure that
Restand too.
they want to see who ends up being victorious.
The best.
Like there ever was.
Around.
Nothing's gonna make it down.
Yep, something like that.
Anywho, Funk Monks here is in a bit of a bind.
And that extra card off Dreaming Tree is very bad.
That Vayne.
Because this would have been a really bad hand for Annie. Like, it would have had to be stack deck, Darius, and I don't think the fight or flight would have even been, or it would have been found off the stack deck still. But it's just one less card. Like, Annie just has an extra card that shouldn't be there. And then also all of this fighting would have been happening on Targon instead of Dreaming Tree, so there's going to be more cards that get drawn out of it too.
Quote-unquote vanilla.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because the Vayne went over the Poro there, and then the Hopeful went over the Vayne, and now the Darius went over the Hopeful, and it's just... And that fight or flight drew an extra card, so it's 2 extra cards that have been drawn at this point. Oof, and now a Cathian Rain. And he still keep... Why does he keep going to this Dreaming Tree?
He in Targon's
Yuck.
With the top-
And then, yeah, that Acathian Rain coming out.
Six.
And now it's just done.
What do you do now?
Mhm. Oh,
Void Seeker.
not get to that.
Okay, no, yeah, that's
Yeah.
giving two draws off Dreaming Tree is like game
Right.
losing. And then that Vayne should have died.
Right away.
And then if that Acathian Rain doesn't come out, then Annie actually runs out of cards.
Monk sadly could not get anything on the field.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen this one. Maybe
Surprised that he walks into that Hex deck, Ray.
So,
Exhausted.
Hold on. I'm talking to
it's
the
okay.
guy.
There is a bit of a bind. And, Just ready if
No, please, Twitch. Don't do this to me. Don't make me refresh the entire thing. Please don't DDoS my internet. Stream's still live. But the Twitch player is not. Very dead. Very, very, very dead for some reason. Don't know why this happens. But yeah, my entire... It's just dead. Just dead. No internet, except the stream. Stream is still alive for some reason. Which is kind of interesting. Well, how's it going, guys? Oh, there we go. If anyone knows why that happens, then I'd love to know.
$10,000 on live TV.
Not again. Not like this. There was a network error, yep. But why does it only seem to happen when I am going through Twitch VODs? I don't get it. Okay. Please just be fine now.
An enemy unit is
Okay.
in a
Stand 2, right?
right.
Curtis Slacking.
Stack deck.
Oh yeah.
It is a reaction.
I recognize your name now. You're the guy that I beat in top 4.
And
Curtis Slacking, yeah.
using Darius Void Seeker to
Seeker.
take 4. Seven to 4 now.
Yeah, this Vayne should be dead.
Dies
Takes
3 to 2.
And Annie should have 2 less cards in hand. And that completely changes the game.
Um,
Because the Annie's actually out of cards. Like, if all of this fighting is happening on Targons, and this Vayne is dead, then it's a Darius and 2 cards in hand. and nothing else.
You just
And
wanna
then
go
Rain doesn't need to come down,
no
and then like
combos.
Annie's at 3, and you can just leave the Darius alone for a turn.
Yes.
No.
Now it's
Traveling?
But
no,
then the
it's
game is just over.
to go to.
Snowballs completely.
I like men- oh 6 rune to upgrade really benefit.
But yeah, walking into this Hextech Ray is pretty crazy.
I don't got
Unless we're playing around
Lion. What are you selling?
Falling Star with whatever we're going to develop on board. Which I guess we are. We have nothing. Alright, this game looks much better.
Where does this Poro go? If you want a card filter, you go to Zalmorans. I don't think you really need Starp Tip Peak with Kaisa.
It's Linotley.
I mean,
How do I say your name?
to score the second point. That is true. You kind of need
It's
it.
Lee, not Lee, not Lie. Oh,
It's like,
okay. Yeah.
We're going one upstairs.
What one?
All right.
Thinking about what to play.
Yep. Is it Kaisa time, but just stays at home? Oh, pink. Raven Bloom.
Raven Bloom.
Passing the turn. Goes to Traveling Merchant. Kills a Vi.
There's 2 Vi's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Discard the second Vi.
I guess
One
he's
to
like,
one.
I don't need it. I don't
That's
need
something, I
it.
mean, I guess maybe that is the correct play, is to just not be afraid to throw away Vi's, especially this early on. That's probably necessary when playing Annie.
There must be
Just don't be married to Vi too early on.
Traveling Merchant. Got the plus
Fucking
2.
chucks the plus 2.
And going in 7 to 2. Violence
Alright, show me an Acathian Rain.
in the world of Summoner's Rift.
It doesn't even need to be a Cathian Rain, it can be a lot of stuff. Like, you can just start with Kaisa over Merchant, see what happens. If the Merchant gets killed, then you can just figure out a way to get the Student over the Darius.
Okay, so 2 Traveling Merchants. This could be a really good turn to play. What's his face?
Which one?
Cathian Rain.
Can't see what cards are in hand.
Right now?
Damn it.
You just go Darius.
These players are
Darius,
so
Darius,
inconsiderate for the
Darius,
spectator
Darius,
experience.
And they just go.
Dang.
Just go 6 feet under.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, why are we doing this? Okay, I hate this.
Flash.
I hate this. There's no reason to start with Cleave. Because the Cleave on Student is good enough to beat the Darius. So you should start with the Kaisa attack that doesn't force you to commit any resources. Because you'll still get the flash out if there's flash. And then doing this means that, yeah, no, this is just a misplay. This is a wasted Cleave.
The Raven face. You're taking it in the face.
Not sure.
Weird.
For me, I
Yeah, we're just down a Cleave now.
That makes sense. Thumbs up.
Yeah.
And then we're down a Rune, which maybe could have been a retreat.
Now it's 3 to 3.
Can't see what's in hand.
Draw 2 with Scrap Heap. I think at this point, I think.
What's up, Paper Towel?
Vi to put at least 1 Vi to the bottom, because if Vi dies here, I think.
Oh, it's a recycle.
Oh, this is the third Vi, yeah.
Just to
But-
hopefully come back.
And he knows there's no
I don't
rain,
know if
and there's probably no star, because second star would have gotten played too,
like eventually-
to completely wipe.
Yeah,
Just on the odd chance.
Yeah, I don't-
But
How am I
how
feeling?
fast
With how
this
Not
game is
bad. I
going,
could have won,
probably not my-
but it's still a good showing, at least.
It's 4 to 3 for Funk Monks.
Got
and
the,
let's see what
I think
he
12
drew.
packs and
He's
$100
back in this
of store credit, so
It's not that he's behind. It's
as long
just
as I
that
can
he
find a
has
buyer for the
good-
packs, that's a pretty good payout.
He can come out on top.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Ooh, Darius.
I'm not gonna lie,
Competition
it's
tough.
because
This Brandon guy's pretty tough.
and then cover.
A couple other matches were harder. So this is where if there was a Cleave, then Cleave would just go over this.
It's kind of funny.
Oh,
Oh, it's
it's
5-3
5 to
now.
4 now.
See, like, this is where... I mean, this trade is still fine, but, like, you could have even just cleaved Kaisa. Oh, you could just have Cleave to go over the Darius. Like, oh.
I mean, they've got
If there's just Cleave to go over the Darius, the game's over.
Very important. Not a
Yeah, this is game losing. Alright, this is another screenshot I have to send him.
Shut the.
oh,
It is. My tech guy is just 100. Poro and Poro violence. And they just, oh,
Dang.
Teemo deck list for Spirit Forge, not anything concrete. I could throw one together and it'd be like okay,
Draw
but
two.
there's
No.
nothing amazing you can do.
I see.
I'll do that after this. Yeah, this is where
Crazy.
but yeah, if there was cleave here, Kaisa would attack over the Darius, and then Annie Vi riding the wind would be forced, and then the game just ends. And instead, I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, this Kaisa going here is also insane, when Vi can just attack over it.
Oh, no.
Gave one to
Ezreal, probably not Ezreal.
Gary fight.
Oh,
That'd be
wait, that's
cool.
blue.
So yeah, I mean, yeah,
Nope,
like,
going to
Blue
Vi.
doesn't matter.
it would have had to be Annie pick up ride the wind,
That's
Vi riding the wind,
Watchful Century.
and then the game just ends.
I will. Oh, now the end of top four.
Yeah, I see why it ended so quickly. Okay, so Teemo set 2. So, what do you do? I believe you probably have to play Ezreal package. I don't think there's anything better to do. Even Stupefy is kind of hard to fit in, though, which is really depressing. Playing Aurelia winning against Draven. Aurelia does fine against Draven. So we need 3 fighter flights. We need 3 switcheroos. We need our 1 purple Teemo. And we need Consult the Pasts. And then Ember Monks. We put in Ezreals. Black Market Broker is very good. And then need some singularities. Need Rossas to go with the Ezreal package. And now we're at this point. So we could put in Stupefy. Ravenbloom Student is probably okay. I mean, like, this is a deck. This is a pile of cards that will do something. Seals Core, make it without Seals. If you don't want to play the Ezreal package, but then you're stuck with other issues. How do you counter Thundersong into Rebuke? Flash. Don't have Aurelia on a battlefield. Hide a fighter flight. Troll Ezreal, sure, you can post it. I could look at it. But yeah, I mean, there's this. This at least has the students to help you push battlefields, and then the Rasa plan, and then probably like put in a Thousand-Tailed Watcher. This is fine. This is just, you know, why are you playing this instead of just playing an Ezreal deck? Would be the biggest question. So this is, right, so this is Ezreal with Strategist. So you're playing... Do not like Edge of Night or Windsinger. Those cards are really bad. Oh wait, you have to because you're playing... No wait, you're playing Blue Teemo. You have to. You don't have a choice. Yeah. So yeah, this is like something you could try to do, which would be okay. Like maybe would want a hard bargain in the main deck. Maybe would want, I don't know, other stuff. But this would do like a turn 1 Teemo and then try to put down some other stuff. Like that's what my friend was working on, Funk Monks. He was like turn 1 Teemo, hide Switcheroo, and say that as long as that can hold, then you actually have a decent game. And that is true, but it doesn't hold in the face of a lot of stuff, so... Like, there's no guerrilla warfare in here. You need a guerrilla warfare, probably. So I mean, like the counts of some cards could be changed. Like maybe you don't need 3 fight or flight. It could be like 1 less fight or flight and add a guerrilla warfare. Maybe you don't need 3 consult the past. No Mundo? No, you can't play Mundo in this meta. Like he would go in the sideboard for specific matchups, but there's way too much purple. Like it's probably cut this for a guerrilla warfare. And then this is approximately a deck, but yeah, you'd put like Mundo in the sideboard, maybe Beast Below. Maybe another Watcher or something. Maybe you want a 3rd Singularity, I don't know. You probably need at least 1 Hard Bargain. Be like something like this if you're doing the Ezreal package. If you're not doing the Ezreal package, let's just reset and start over. So we still do Stack Deck, we still do Stupefy. So no Seals, which means no Ezreal. We do Fight or Flights, we do Students, we do a couple Teemos. Still have to do Consult the Past. I think Black Market Broker might just be a good card in general. Specifically in Teemo, because it does enable you to use Singularity, and Singularity is a very nice card. What are we missing? We are missing Switcheroos. We still want to play those. Those are still quite good. But we probably want 1 Might units to combo with it. Maybe like Lecturing Yordles is fine. But yeah, 3 Switcheroo, put in a Guerrilla Warfare. It's still going to be a lot of overlap, but now, I mean, the issue is, instead of running Rasa, Ezreal, Seal, Called Shot, we're going to have to find something else to do. And that's going to be kind of hard. Mundo with Fizz and Convergent Mutation. That's really slow. Seal the Discord mandatory for Ezreal, yes. It definitely is. You can very easily spend 2 seals. Like, I activate 2 seals, spend 2 purple every turn. There's no Embermonks in here, so we got those. But now what? Because this isn't enough card draw, is the first issue. Like, if we were to go back to a set 1 Ezreal, then we would put in some 2-drops. Like, we could put in Tide Turner, that's a fine card. We could put in, like, whatever other stuff we want. Maybe we put in something else with power cost that's useful other than Singularity. Do those exist? Let me look. Not particularly. Not particularly many. Yeah, he wants a link to the VOD. 1 second. Time to give him a timestamp of every single spot. Oh wait, I did give him a timestamp. Okay, I can just give him the link. My screenshots had timestamps on them already. But yeah, like, what do we do with this now? Mind Splitter? I guess so. I guess. And like 2 Watchers. And then pick whatever 2-drop you like. And then you're just going to be a... Like, this is just a set 1 deck with Switcheroo and Black Market Broker. And Switcheroo is really good, and Black Market Broker is a pretty good card. But that's it. So, like, you could put in a Smoke Screen. That card's fine. You could put in, like, I don't know, you could put in a Tide Turner, you could put in a Hard Bargain, you could put in whatever other 2-drop you feel like. 1 Edge of Night, I don't know. But it's like, okay. And then, like, probably Lecturing Yordle because this is not enough card draw. And at least with Switcheroo, you're not that unhappy to turn 1 a Teemo out. And, like, I guess this is acceptable, but I think it's probably worse than the Ezreal version, because the biggest thing is Rasa is an extremely strong card in the Ezreal package. That's the biggest thing. But yeah, Funk, you trolled out of your mind. You should have beaten this Brandon guy. I think game 1 he runs out of cards completely if you don't give him Dreaming Tree, and his Vayne dies. And then game 2 you also win if you just save the cleave and don't waste it. Or if you even just keep Kai'Sa in base is probably good enough. Can't buy 3 seals for Ezreal. That is fair. Seals are expensive. The Ezreals are going to be even more expensive, so you can't buy the seals, you also can't afford the Ezreals. Yeah. Yeah, Ezreal is going to be a lot. Kaldshad is going to be as much as stacked deck, possibly. Ezreal's the new Kai'Sa, yeah. Well, Draven's the new Kai'Sa. Ezreal's the new Annie. Something like that. Lucian will be cheap, yeah. So I mean, yeah, like these are like I guess like the core of the deck, no matter what you do, is probably going to involve like these cards approximately. These cards. Like this is probably the starting point for any Teemo deck in set 2. Guerrilla Warfare felt really slow. Yeah, but it's a one-of, so at least if you're on Ezreal, you can chuck it if it's too early. Don't think Embermonk is good enough to be played. If Embermonk's not good enough to be played, then you shouldn't play Teemo. Because that's Teemo's second best card after Switcheroo now. I mean, like, maybe you could put a Fizz in. Fizz can get back the Guerrilla Warfare. Fizz can get back... He can't get back Switcheroo, but, I mean, like, whatever. Guerrilla Warfare just with Bandletree, yeah. I mean, the biggest issue, like, this is... It's an issue in set 1, and decks are a lot worse at holding in set 1. Like, the solution in set 1 to decks that hold against you is Mundo. In set 2, if a Draven decides he's just going to sit on one battlefield and put everything down on there, and just sit there, and he's ahead on points, you're not going to be able to break that as Teemo. Like, it's just not going to be possible. Like, even with a Thousand-Tailed Watcher and a Switcheroo turn, like, you send in, like, some trash unit Switcheroo, they flip Fight or Flight. Stop that. And then the Watcher goes in and just gets rebuked. And then your opponent's drawn 2 cards and negated your only win conditions, your only ways to stop him. And the entire time, they're threatening your other battlefield, too. Like, you have to have stuff committed to their battlefield the entire time. So... But it's just, like, the issue is... You need cards that do unfair things, and there just aren't. Vialmaw's the only answer. And then they take the other battlefield, and then you're stuck on Vialmaw, and your Fight or Flight stop working. And then they just start pushing into you with random stuff. It's rough. Like, that's the problem, is Draven is like Kai'Sa, where he's really good at attacking, but he's also really good at holding. So even if you set up a battlefield he can't attack into, he'll just hold the other one. And unless you're just dunking singularities on him, you don't really have much else that does anything. And even if you are, then he can still have Hard Bargain or Spinning Axe. So if you don't have a Stupefy to combo with it, they're still going to get away with it. So yeah. That's the situation. I mean, at least with the Ezreal version with Rassas, you have Tempo Swing, and you can, like, dump Rassas and have those guys get set up to push, but... Yeah. Possession take their Draven, and then they Fight or Flight to dodge it, or they Hard Bargain it. Or they just let it happen because Possession is so expensive and they don't play... I mean, if you take their Ferris Forerunner, then that could actually work. But you take anything cheaper than that and it's not a good trade. Yeah, I don't know, like maybe you need a main deck Beast Below with the Ezreal version, something like that. And put in one Fizz who can play Kaldshad or Guerrilla Warfare. I don't know. And maybe you don't even need Consult to Pass, you just switch those into... No, you can't switch those into Scrap Heap other than on Zon Warrens. But if you have the sideboard slots, you could just do like Game 1 Zon Warrens with Scrap Heaps and then switch into Consult to Pass after. And then say that like Game 3 doesn't exist when you're not on Zon Warrens or Bandletree. But yeah. I mean, the issue is like, you have all these cards, and if Ezreal was playing them, it would just say like draw half a card, draw half a card, draw a card. Don't play Consult because he's drawing so many cards for free. Don't play Ember Monk, don't play Black Market Broker, play some other source of gold. If you're running the Rat package, why would that matter? They never run Doran's Ring. And the Rat package has its own issues. Notably, if it dies, your deck doesn't do anything anymore. Or if they just hold with enough that it can't be pushed into, which for some reason that never happened in China, but yeah. Alright. So yeah, this is on how many hidden cards? 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 25 hidden cards. That's not even great. Like, that's the craziest thing. The crazy thing with Blue Teemo is you're still only 76% to hit 3 successes with 25 hidden cards. You're 40% chance to deal 4 damage. It's really bad. Strategist Nocturne, yeah, I mean, you can go to the casino. You can play more, yes, and then your deck is full of very bad hidden cards. Like, Windsinger is already complete garbage. Almost all of these cards are complete garbage if they're not hidden. Like, especially, like, Windsinger, Teemo, Tide Turner's at least 2 for 2 might. Like, Wages of Pain, Sprite Caller, fine. Edge of Night is unplayable if it's not hidden. So, like, you just have a deck full of cards that don't work unless you get on the battlefield. And then even if you do, your opponent sits on the other battlefield. And then what do? You have a hand of 5 hidden cards. You're sitting there with your, like, Teemo Strategist face down, like, haha, come attack into me, and they just sit there and just keep on playing random stuff and developing their board. And then you sit there with your hand of 5 hidden cards and are like, alright, Edge of Night, Tide Turner. Windsinger, Wages of Pain, one of your units. And then they decide to push you. Play Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai's not even casino. Rek'Sai's way more consistent than trying to hit into a... hit into a Nocturne. Like, you have a 1 in 3 chance on every Teemo Strategist trigger to hit a Nocturne. And you're not going to... Like, in half of your games, you're going to find a Nocturne off of your first stack deck plus Teemo Strategist. The other half of your games, you've probably lost the game already, because your deck doesn't do anything. So, alright, I gotta go. What legend am I gonna play? Not sure. Still figuring that out. Got some ideas, need to continue testing. I gotta go, though. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll be back maybe tomorrow for Thursday night fights. I need to actually... I'm not sure, like, I don't even know... I probably should, like, just play in these tournaments, just try stuff out. Yeah, so I might be back tomorrow for this. We'll see. I think my schedule is open for that. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah, I don't feel too bad. I mean, it's unfortunate that, like, the 2 misplays I made each cost me a game, but I think I played very well outside of that in the finals and in the tournament in general, so. Alright. Ta-ta. Have a good night.